Game over.
And what is up? Welcome back to Friday Nights with the Average Boys podcast. It's your boy ChrisP, and I am here with my second host, Brian D. What is up, my dude? Let me get you unmuted. Let's go.
Yes, get me unmuted. Yo, how are you doing, Chris? I want to know how you're doing. I want to know how people in the comments are doing. I want to know how everyone's fucking doing. And listen, it's the weekend, bro. Like, I'm so ready. I'm so fucking ready. Like, I like crawling to the finish line. Like, this week has been a pain in the ass, but I'm glad this is the weekend, though.
It's been rough, man. It's been rough. It's one of those things. It was work for me. It was a lot of work. I do graphics design. I've been doing crazy shit all week. It wasn't like a lot of physical work, but a lot of just sitting at a desk, just doing a bunch of computer shit. And then when I go home, I do more graphics design for like all this other projects that I'm doing. And it's like, it's so hard to keep focused, man. It's so hard. But this past week, I got my opportunity to buy some G Fuel. I bought the Mega Man Blue Bomber. I don't know if you saw.
So wait, did you get the powder, or was this like the can version?
No. At Walmart, they actually sell cans now. So like they straight up.
You gotta get the powder, bro. You gotta
George,
get the
what's up, my
shit,
dude?
Bro.
Oh yeah, I've heard great things. The one that I've always wanted to try is fucking Russian Badgers guacamole butthole or some shit like that. Have you ever heard of it?
I'm gonna pass on the butthole.
You're like, I'm gonna pass hard on it. No sugar,
butthole.
light on the crashes. The G Fuel, it's not super crazy. Like it's no sugar, really tasty stuff. The Blue Bomber, the Mega Man one is such a good can. I dig it. I've tried the PewDiePie one. The PewDiePie one's pretty good too. So yeah, man. Yeah. But it's been a good week. Like I said, it's just been a lot of work on a computer. But now that it's the weekend, I'm going to get up and get out. Tomorrow we have United Collectors Expo. Shout out to Armando and the guys from Edinburgh that run that event. We're going to be out there just hanging out, doing my homies at Everyday Media, Gilbert and Alex. Alex jumps in the comments with us sometimes here. They're doing this really, really badass photography setup. So if you're a fan of the casual, the upside down, and listening to some Master of Puppets, you might want to get out there to United Collectors Expo tomorrow, because we're going to have a whole photography setup dedicated to the upside down. It's going to be pretty awesome. We're going to have a good time. We usually do some banging photography stuff at events already, so it's going to be pretty cool. George says that he's had the Sonic flavor, which is like from the G Fuel. I think it's like peach mango something. It's like, I don't know. It's super good. But yeah, man, I'm super down. Robert's going to go out there. Look at this dude. Robert's all excited to go out to UCX tomorrow, United Collectors Expo. I'm going to be hanging with him. I'm going to take a picture with his ass. You watch. And I'm going to post it up on the Average Boys podcast, dude.
Yeah, you guys got to send me that pic, yo.
Yeah. Straight up, we're going to send you pictures all day. I'm going to be sending them to your DMs, just random-ass pictures of just random-ass things at the event. Now, the event's not like a huge comic convention. It's very casual. It's a lot of collectors. It's a lot of people who are more into collecting, like, you know, the busts or the Funko Pops. A lot of like real casual kind of stuff. Oh, Jeremy's here. Jeremy's already putting crazy things.
We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get
into all that stuff.
We're getting to it.
So as you guys know, it's been a slow ending of the week. Pretty crazy. Very chill. But it all started off. Fucking Brian earlier was like, man, you had to pick the weirdest fucking day to put the podcast on, dude. You're on a Friday night. We're here, like, it was super dry last week of what we were talking about. We are barely getting some little clamoring from San Diego Comic-Con. And I think we both said it. We were like, man, well, we hope tomorrow's better. Maybe Saturday or Sunday. And man, were we not fucking wrong.
The internet just crashed like the whole day. The whole day.
Wild. Like, if I'm not mistaken, I guarantee everyone in our comment section. I know we don't get that many people, but we get a good amount of awesome people. Everyone saw the Black Panther trailer. and it was, I loved it, and I think everybody loved it. But if you look it up, Brian, you're probably gonna have to look this up. But I got a bunch of tabs up on everything we're gonna do today.
What's up?
The view count for the Black Panther trailer was like astronomical. Yeah. And we talked and we what is it? We thought of this years ago. Like shit, when all this shit was going down, when we said it, that all eyes are gonna be on this film. Mm-hmm. All eyes are gonna, and this is just the trailer. Like, yeah, I guarantee it. You're gonna find the number and you're gonna be like, damn, I didn't even know that. That's just crazy.
Looking at it right now. Give me 1 second. We are at 51. Hold on, 51 million views.
God damn.
51 million views.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That is what I'm talking about. That is super impressive, dude.
What's up, Patience? Thanks for tuning in.
Hey.
It's good to see you.
Is that Patience?
Patience. I don't.
Do you know Patience that we did the wrestling thing with? The wrestling. Oh
no. That was shit. I don't remember her name, but it's no. This is a totally different person.
No, man, dude. Have you seen her videos? She's been doing some hella work.
She's badass.
She's fucking badass. Beast.
Yeah.
Who does she train with?
Booker T.
She trains with Booker T, right?
Yeah.
Man, dude, I saw she put up a clip in her Instagram the other day. She like straight just fell on some other chick with her knees, and I was like, yo, that girl's dead. That girl's gotta be dead. That other chick's gotta be dead. Yo, I think she's got the skills, man. She's got the skills tremendously.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Promise, that's her name. Promise.
There you go.
That's her name.
Patience is close though.
Promise, that's her name.
But patience is a gift. Patience is a gift. Thank you so much for tuning in with us. Did you see online the situation that happened with that K-pop group?
With the TV?
The TV that fell on that dude?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yo, so fucking
you're like really big into like the K-pop scene. Like you're like big into it, right?
I wouldn't say I'm just a casual, but I do care about the community. Like it's literally like the new age, like New Kids on the Block. Like it's just a bunch of innocent people. Like that's literally what it is. And there's a lot of like, I guess the themes of each of the characters are very prominent. So sometimes you get like really like great assets to like a K-pop group. This group itself, there's like 10 people in the team. So every time I see a group like that, I'm like, yo, this is like the Slipknot of K-pop, dude.
Yeah.
There's like just a million people in the squad. And I'm like, you can do it with like 5 or 6. You don't need 10, but I guess 10's cool. But straight up, like I saw that and I was horrified. Yeah, Robert, right now, comment section, bro. That was like Final Destination.
Final Destination. Yo, that's exactly what I thought. I was like, yo, that's some Final Destination shit, bro. It's like a worst nightmare type of shit.
So after it happened, okay, so if I'm not mistaken, the group is called Mirror.
Okay.
And 2 of the members were hospitalized, one being the one that got literally like smashed. Yeah. And in one video, it looks like it lands like directly like on him, like fucking like just the most horrible thing you can think of. But then in another angle, you could see that it lands like kind of like in the middle of his legs where like his groin area would be.
Yeah. And
then into like his thigh, and then it falls forwards on him. I thought the dude was like, when I saw it the first time, I thought that dude was like just fucking dead. Like you just straight up like this the Final Destination shit. Later to reveal that a couple of hours later, they said that the people were hospitalized. There was 5 people hospitalized. 2 of them were the members of the team. But you know what's fucking crazy is after all of that shit happened, one of the members, I guess like one of the leading members of the team came out to apologize to everybody and then say they're sorry and that they're going to have to cancel the show. Like, dude, what? Yeah. Dude, why? Fuck that. You don't got to apologize. The people of that arena should have came out and apologized.
When I see a 50-foot TV smash your lead singer, dude, I'm going to be okay.
I'm going to it's cool.
If you don't continue the show, I'll be
you could take a break. I totally understand. But like the culture on how it is, like the dude came out to apologize. And I was like, dude, like, you don't have to do that. Like, just go sit in the emergency room with your friend. It's good. We got you. We'll fucking play Fortnite or something. We'll fucking jump up and do some Candy Crush or we'll do some fucking kumbayas. But like, that was probably the wildest shit that I saw this week. That would have
that was definitely some. I honestly I only saw it. That happened today or it happened yesterday.
It happened, I think, yesterday.
Okay,
I think
so
overall happened yesterday. But that shit's gonna be in my mind for the rest of my life. I'll never see some shit that ever happened like that.
I mean,
I think
as
the
it
last
should.
shit that happened like that was that weird rock dude, the one that fucking used to come out and do like he used to wear cowboy hats and he fucking like dinged his head on the stage that one time. I don't know. He used to have that reality show where he was like dating a bunch of chicks. What's up, Darius Stone? Lads, are you excited for the Rings of Power TV show?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we're going to be checking out the trailer in a little bit. I haven't seen anything on it. Brian, have you seen anything on it yet?
So I'm gonna give a little bit of a disclaimer. All right, guys. So I unbeknownst to Chris, this was my plan the entire time because I already knew that this week was gonna be slow because of Comic-Con last week. So with all of the trailers that came out, I specifically only saw Black Panther and I think Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
And yeah, I think those are the only two that I saw. And I didn't want to watch the rest of them so I can have a live reaction with you guys, which I'm pretty sure you guys have already fucking seen them as well. But
yeah,
I definitely did not see them just so that we can watch them. Well, I can watch it with you.
You know what? As a matter of fact, I was going to bring up the idea, not the idea, but the trailer to see if you wanted to check it out. There's a trailer called like Gotham Knights, or it's like a TV show, and it's based on Batman's Dead. Now, so for me, dude, I've only seen the films, which I mean, the films are great. The first trilogy was amazing. The Hobbits trilogy it felt a little off in the pacing, but I mean, it's not every day you get a badass sci-fi show with like fucking axes and ogres and shit. So I loved it. I thought it was great. The books though, Tolkien's done an amazing job. And I know that there's a lot of people that are up and down about keeping, I guess, traditional to what Tolkien wrote, which is respecting the author. I really don't know what he said. I really don't know what he's written, but we're definitely going to check it out and see what it is. I guess you can say we're kind of casuals. I'm not going to lie. I've only been a fan of the films so far. Maybe I'll check out the books. I'm not a highly educated person myself, but hopefully I'll learn to read some shit. But yeah, we're going to be checking out that today. We're going to be checking out Predator's Prey, which I believe came out today. John Campy already came out.
And I definitely haven't watched that one either. Yeah, I want to watch that one. But
we're going to see that. We're going to see I Am Groot. We're going to be checking out She-Hulk trailer, The Sandman, which looks super good, and Black Adam. And of course, we're going to see Black Panther. We're going to keep that for the very end. Darius says, oh man, you're in for a treat if they do the TV show well. Yeah, well, I really do hope so, man. With the pictures, I mean, the thing is, it's really crazy because I don't know how adaptive they're going to be to the source material. I mean, we do understand that we're in a time that a lot of people want to bring in all of this stuff that has like this masterpiece writing or crazy resource material and stuff like that. But there's a lot of artists out there that want to also get their name out there too. So I can understand where people are trying to get their own view or their own image or their own style into something that's already been adapted or put out there before. They won't be accurate to the source material. Yeah, probably not, man. We've been kind of seeing that, of course, with the Marvel universe. We've seen that for a little bit, and yeah, I mean, shit, they just turned Kamala Khan into a fucking mutant. I mean, you can't get any weirder than that when it comes to source material. But we'll see how it goes, man. Sometimes you just got to go with the flow of the river, and then you got to see where the river takes you before we end up fucking crashing or not.
So Patience said that she's excited for the new Black Panther movie. What about you, sir? So before we watch the trailer, on the scale of 1 to 10, where is your anticipation for the new Black Panther?
For Black Panther?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, 10 out of 10.
10, you ready for it?
Yeah, like
all right. So this is the thing. This is the thing. I'm sorry to cut you off. This is the thing, though. I know for a fact for the first 15, 20 minutes of this movie, I'm probably going to be bawling my fucking eyes out, bro. And they're definitely gonna play on that. Like, definitely. Yeah. That's my only. If I get through the first 20 minutes, I'll be okay.
You will, dude. I guarantee it.
This is gonna be a wow. This is gonna be
the Black Panther film, the original one. The story, I mean, it's an origin story. The character doesn't really get any different from the origins and stuff like that. But the second one, they're taking a lot of cool freedoms with, which I'm really excited about. Darius says, I'm not a massive Marvel fan, but I thought the Black Panther was one of the weaker films they made before Endgame. I mean, it's up for debate, I guess. I mean, some people don't look at it as just as film. They look at it as a culture.
I need to know like some type of like elaboration on that. What do you mean weaker? Like weaker as in writing, as in a script, as in action, as in what? Because the movie won for it won like Emmys and awards. So I would just need to know a little bit of more clarity as to what it was.
Yeah, the villain in it was great.
The movie was great.
Yeah, Darius, you got to remember, man, Marvel has a thing with villains where they just always kill them off. They always kill off their villains, which is something we've talked about before, that it's something they shouldn't sit on so much. But yeah. I am hyper excited for Black Panther 2. And we talked about this before because of the idea, of course, the tragic death of Chadwick Boseman was going to put Marvel in a situation that they were going to need to work hard to get out of.
Yeah.
Now, right now, the only thing that we've gotten from the trailer is T'Challa is in some way dead. T'Chaka, of course, died during Civil War, and Shuri and her mother are still there. And there's a lot of mourning going on. So a lot of people are, I'm not on the fence for this, but a lot of people are assuming that in some way T'Challa has died after the blip. I really think that this is during the blip.
So I did see that theory, and it doesn't make any sense because from what we know, Shuri was also ashed in the blip, so that doesn't make any sense. Well, I would love to believe that, but she was missing. She was missing during the blip.
I think it was more in the sense that it was like a missing thing. I don't think she was blipped out.
You don't go missing for 5 years though. Like the blip was 5 years. So how are you going missing for 5 years?
Well, the way it is in the comic books is when anything like a world devastating situation happens, Wakanda retreats back into itself to protect its own. So like what I think that might have happened is when the blip happened, Wakanda, of course, hey dude, we're protecting our own. We got to take care of our own. And they just went back to their own thing and they cut off the rest of the world.
She's the daughter of the princess. Or the
daughter
queen.
Of the queen. She's
the daughter of the queen. You're not gonna go missing. Like I get what you're saying, and I hope like they find a way to do that as well. But it just doesn't make sense because from what we know as of right now in the MCU,
she was on the list.
She was on the list.
Yeah.
When we saw in Endgame and they went down the list of people that were missing, she was a picture that came up, and we knew that she was blipped away. So I have seen that theory that she might have been that this movie is taking place during the blip, but I don't think that's the case. So I am again. I'm about to say I am interested to find out how they do this because I have no idea.
How would you feel if that was the thing, that they are going with the idea that T'Challa maybe in some way is critically wounded during the Endgame fight or whatnot, and his character ends up like passing on instead of doing, because we talked about this before where we thought it would be okay just to recast because we understood that Chadwick Boseman as an actor probably knew the situation that he was in, talked to Kevin Feige, and he would be the type of person, being that he was so stern about his acting career and being a professional, that he would say, hey, you know what, even if my life goes, the show still has to go on in a way. Like, so we figured that they would probably have recasted because it goes with the story a little bit more. But how do you feel about that if they end up doing it to where they end up saying like, no, T'Challa, even after he has passed?
I mean, I think that's what they're gonna go. I think he's dead. I think he's gone. And the specifics of that, I don't know. I've heard some theories. I honestly, whatever they decide to do, I just want them to touch on it and go. Like I don't need it to dwell on. Like I know there's going to be some emotions throughout the movie about it, but I don't want them to dwell on what happened too long. Just give it to me like a shot, and then let's just go. I was a big, believer in the recast T'Challa movement. I thought, it would have been more beneficial if they did recast him. But we're here now. They didn't. They're going this route, so I'm on board. And so while so whatever they decide to do, I have the utmost faith in Ryan Coogler, and that cast. So I think they're going to do the right. I think they're gonna pay a tribute to Black Panther and Chadwick Boseman, and they're just gonna go on with their story. I think that they're gonna close that.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it's probably going to be around the same thing. I still feel that in the situation right now, it would make sense during the blip. The reason why is because it'll be that opportunity to explain what Wakanda did in the 5 years.
Yeah.
It'll bring in, of course, the now Mayan race of Namor in the universe. And he had already been doing action in that 5 years, that there was some type of situation so that there isn't this weird, like, well, where were they during that 5 years? Like they were in the moment. It gave them a reason to surface and to come up in the world to see what was going on. And then when, of course, Endgame finally comes up to the story and T'Challa comes back from being blipped, you can recast him at that moment.
Yeah.
And you can bring him in. I think that would be a good way to do it. But if they do go the other way, I don't think they're going to have a real big issue with it. The story's still going to continue. More than likely, Shuri's going to become the Black Panther. I think in the trailer we see some pretty interesting stuff. It's very, very emotional, and I'm digging it, man. Yeah, but I really want to save this for when we get the opportunity to see the trailer because I don't want to get too much into it. I'm really excited for it. I told you about this before. We talked about it tremendously during the week. I put some crazy ass comments in our personal chat, but for sure we got some interesting stuff that we're going to be doing today. We're going to be going over a bunch of trailers. So which trailer do you want to start with first? You want to start with something small? You want to start with something?
Just hit me with something. Just hit me with anything, bro. Okay, and again, anyone in the comments, I mean, chances are I haven't seen it, so this will be my initial reaction to it.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think you've already seen this one. So I think we're going to start off. Darius already said hola, what's up? That we are, he's already talked about Lord of the Rings. I think we can start off with the Lord of the Rings. That's not a bad choice. I think we're ready to try this. You've already kind of casually.
Wait, hold on. No, time out. Hi, Christella. I know you specifically said Chris. No, my name is Brian.
That's Christella's mom.
That's great. My name is Brian. I'm part of the show too. Hi, I want to say hi to you as well.
Yeah, you got to say hi to you as well. Don't forget to say hi, Brian. Watch out for Eminem. I have to see this now. I have to see who Eminem is. Okay, are you ready to see this?
Of course, man. Let's do it, man.
So, guys, are you ready in the comments? We're ready to start this. We're going to start with Lord of the Rings first. Let's check it out. There we
go. See, just got to ask.
Let's check it out. Boom. Let's go.
We thought the war at last.
Okay. Sorry about that. Let's go back. I'm real bad at this shit.
We thought the war at last was ended.
Bunch of dead bodies.
Today, our days.
This looks beautiful already, dude. Look,
yeah, it looks really nice.
We thought our joys would be unending. We thought our light would never dim.
The skies are strange.
It is here, Galadriel. The moment we feared.
Evil does not sleep. It waits.
Oh, is that what the guy with Eminem?
That guy needs some sun.
Yeah, got it.
30 years old.
It looked like the kid that does all that flossing shit.
He has not one name, but many.
I'm not gonna lie, the Dark is fucking great, man.
If you heard of him, lad. If you heard of Sauron.
Well, that's not good.
If the evil rising is left unchecked,
Or is that glow black or never a good thing? have like black smoke and fire in them and stuff.
And the shadow will not find you.
My guy.
Oh, that's Sharon. That's Sharon, right?
Survive this.
Okay.
Fight with me.
Thinking like, how long has this war been fucking going on, bro? Like, god damn.
Must decide.
I'm gonna say it's like 1,000, like a
shall
10,000 year war, isn't it? Yeah.
There can be no trust between hammer and rock. Eventually, one or the other
I like the little troll
must
dude.
surely break.
Yo, so what is that dude? Is he like a?
I have
a
no
witch or something?
fucking clue.
You have been told
I mean-
many lies of Middle-earth.
I'm dying for some sci-fi shit. You know what I mean? I'm dying for some of this fantasy shit. I'm lacking this shit because fucking Thor was so fucking let down.
Yo, watch your mouth, bro. Like, it's get over it. Get over it.
Okay, so all right. Oh fuck! It's like he that fights Gandalf the Grey on the bridge, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that was pretty cool. Not too bad. Not too bad.
So what
I'm
do you
not gonna lie. I'm not as hyped about it as like.
I was gonna say I'm not. Yo, dude, that didn't hit.
Yeah,
For
I
me
mean,
personally, that didn't hit.
don't get me
That's
wrong.
Not gonna
Like,
give me
it
a lot.
looks cool, but I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I feel like I don't know enough to really like get involved in it. Yeah, get into it. Like, does it look cool? Yeah, dude. I mean, just the
It
environment.
looks beautiful. Yeah,
Cool,
beautiful. It looks like it was shot very, very well. Like there are some scenes in there. I'm like, holy shit, this is beautiful. But dude, I'm gonna be honest with you, Darius. I know you're like,
Seems like he knows his
hardcore.
shit. Darius Stone really knows his stuff
But
about it.
listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. It didn't hit. It didn't slap.
Yeah,
We're gonna be seeing
didn't
some
hit.
trailers that slap, bro. Like I don't know.
He says, I think there's going to be about a 10 or 15 minute prequel at the start of the show, which should get you into it. Okay.
All
I
right,
mean, I'm down.
well, then
I'm
we'll see.
really
We'll
about
see.
it, man. I don't know. There's just something. Okay. Let me ask you something, Brian.
What's
You
up?
got to see the other two trilogies, right?
Yeah. I watched everything. I'm all
so
caught up.
which one to you hit like is the best, the better of the trilogies?
The original Lord of the Rings.
The
I
original?
mean, I love the Hobbits, the Hobbit trilogies, but the first, like the Lord of the what? I was so late to Lord of the Rings. Like, I remember my friend had it for maybe like 2 years, and he had like the box set. He had the whole fucking thing, and he was like, "Yo, just watch the shit." And I think I got sick one week or something like that, and I just like binge watched all the movies, all the original trilogy, and I was blown away. I was like, "This is fucking
was
amazing."
Something about the original trilogy of the camaraderie of all the people in it, because the camaraderie of the what are they called, the troll dudes, the little small guys, not the hobbits but the other ones.
Are they trolls?
They're barbarians or something. I forgot what they are. They're not hobbits. They're like something else.
I know you're talking about. Yeah.
They're but the king Oakendorf or whatever, he's got his like the Oaken
Dwarves.
There you go.
Dwarves.
Thank you, Darius. Thank you, my man. There was something about the camaraderie of them in The Hobbit that I really enjoyed. But then it got like kind of like comical when they're like going down the river and they're like fucking jumping in barrels and doing like, it got really silly. And that is what took me out of those moments where the Lord of the Rings was like through and through. Like there was a little bit of comedy to it, but it was very like off of the sleeve humor.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like physically shown to be a joke. And there was something about in The Hobbit where like there was just always these weird, really silly moments that were going on that would take me out of the moment. The first trilogy, the camaraderie between the guys that protected the hobbits, Samwise and Frodo's relationship, Pippin and the other guy, and then the girl of all of them, everyone in that film, it was such a love letter to the passion of the story.
Mm-hmm.
Where in the second one, it was almost like they just made it to make it. And they were like, hey, well, dude, I mean, fucking the second one literally had Benedict Cumberpickle Patch as a giant dragon, dude, like as a giant dragon. And he did an amazing.
Listen, I'm gonna give the Hobbit trilogy a little bit of some credit. The first one, the first Hobbit movie, The Unexpected Journey, whatever the fuck it's called, that was a good movie.
That
was a really, really good movie. But the other two, I are not so much. So if you want me to compare the first trilogy to the Hobbit trilogy, Lord of the Rings.
I'm not trying to say like to compare it because like I mean, it's like day and night, right? Like we understand that the first book was just, it was beautiful. It was a masterpiece. It was what it was. The second one didn't really hit the flavor. Now, what I remember when The Hobbit was being released, when they were kind of like showing off the trailers and stuff like that, there was parts that really got me wanting to see it. And I don't feel it for this series.
You know what? What I was thinking about, the reason why there may be a little bit of I guess a lackluster response to this trailer is because there's been a lot of time that's passed since the last movie, and it's kind of hard to get people involved and get their morale back for something that they totally forgot about. Okay. So they're gonna have to do some like off the wall shit, and it's got to hit my radar for me to get pumped about this. And that trailer didn't do it for me personally. So
better streaming than movie?
Yeah, it's on Amazon, it's on Prime Video, so yeah, so it's better off as a stream. And it's one of those like I'm not gonna rush to see it. I'll get to it if and when I get to it.
Good shit. Well, yeah, you're absolutely correct. I don't feel it. What do you think? Trailer rating? What do we got in the comments? What are we rating this trailer? What do we system 1 out of 10, 1 out of 5? What do we got?
I'll give the trailer probably like around a 6.5.
Okay.
But again, it's not gonna get me to it like that. That's not gonna watch it. It's not gonna tip the scale on whether or not I'm gonna watch this year or not. Yeah.
Is it really gonna get you to get an Amazon Prime account? No. Just gonna use that to order barbecue sauces and shit. 5 out of 10. Not accurate enough for the lore. Okay, that's understandable. Now, of course, Darius, you sound like myself. I'm a really big stickler for the comic book universes, and Brian has seen me go from being completely jaded to I'll accept it because we're at least getting more content. Because if there's anything that we know right now that's really amazing is that with the release of the Sonic movie, is that the more the internet uprises, the more the studio knows it has to fix shit. Like it knows it has to fix shit. But just remember that when they fix shit and they put fucking Sonic with human teeth in fucking Chippendale's Rescue Rangers and you start crying that you want an ugly Sonic movie, that's on you. Remember, that's on you, because I was down for the ugly Sonic. I didn't mind.
See, and this is the reason why you need your psycho. There is no way they were gonna be able to release that movie with that Sonic looking like that. I would have
hideous, man. He was fucking hideous.
Seriously, but I would have honestly, they would have kept that Sonic. I would have quit my job and I would have I would have called my friends and we'd have made a picket line in front of the nearest fucking movie theater. Like, do not watch this movie, man. 1000%.
Business suits to Minions. Okay, onwards to the next trailer. What do we got? Okay, here we go. Here's something that I believe you and I both haven't seen yet.
Okay.
All right, let me get it ready. All righty, here we go. It looks like we're jumping right into Prey.
Oh, I want to see this one. Okay, good.
Yes, sir. Let me lower the volume because I know it's kind of loud for you guys, right? So let me lower it. You guys ready? Let's check this out. Boom.
There's something out there. I've never seen anything like it.
I'm not frightened by a bear.
It's not a bear.
Fuck yeah.
Think you're ready? Prey, rated R, only on Hulu August 5th. Watch the full trailer online now.
All right, so
is this more? Oh Jesus!
Why do you want to hunt? Because you all think that I can't.
I know that there's some people out there that aren't about this whole like heroin movement, but man, dude, I'm about tough chicks, man. I like tough chicks.
Muy bonita.
So you remember what I was saying about like the distance between movies?
Yeah, you can tell. This one's made for theater.
right?
Yeah, you feel it right away. Cinematography, the technology they're using, like
It's on Hulu though.
yeah. Hulu's making moves, man.
Like, what do you do in that situation? The fuck do you do?
Tweet it, dude. You fucking pull out your phone. World
You pull out your phone and fucking.
World star
Oh,
that shit.
shit. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do with
You
that?
see the fucking Houston one that happened this past week?
Yeah.
That's crazy as fuck.
It's time.
This is gonna be fucking dope, bro. It's a fucking predator. Like, what are you gonna do with an arrow? What are you doing with a fucking arrow? It's a fucking predator.
Predators do love hunts, man. They're about traps and all that
shit.
Yeah.
It knows how to hunt.
So is this gonna be like a series or is this like a fucking?
I think it's a.
Yo,
series.
she's doing some Mortal Kombat. Did you see that shit? She's gonna actually pulling it back with like a string and shit. Did you see that? Okay, I can.
So is this gonna be like the first predator and shit?
I have no idea. This is so wild looking. Okay. About that life.
That's a fucking trailer, bro. I don't know what that Lord of the Rings shit was, but that was a fucking trailer.
Yeah, fucking smash.
That was a fucking trailer. I'm watching.
Lord of the Rings got killed.
That's what you. That's
arrows, dude.
That's what you're gonna do. Now you know what? I'm such a fucking I'm just gonna contradict myself. Remember how I said like the Lord of the Rings shit was like is too far between one movie to the next. We haven't gotten a Predator movie in like God knows how long, right? But I'm watching this fucking. I'm watching.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, it's been a good minute since we've got a good Predator movie. Like the last couple of movies that have come out, they've been wonky. I think the last time that we saw it, the coolest scene was there was a random Japanese dude doing Yakuza shit in like a big field, and it made it look like a samurai movie. I think that was the coolest part of that movie. And then you had Brody. What was that guy's name? Jason Brody, right?
Yeah, Brody.
That dude's a G, man. Jason Brody's a great actor, but very underutilized in that film. There was just something about it that you just wanted him on something bigger. Alien versus Predator, Requiem, and Predators. I think, yeah, that was the last one. But yeah, those movies were still a little bit. They were a little weird.
Whoa! Time the fuck out! Whoa! We will not have Prometheus slander in
Adrian Brody. There you go. And Danny Trejo too, man. Danny Trejo.
We will not have Prometheus slander in this chat. In this chat.
So wait, okay. Darius says
Prometheus belongs in a time
Predator
capsule.
Was better than Prometheus.
That is no. Alien versus Predator was it's trash. It's trash. Prometheus. There's only one. The Alien versus Predator.
Oh no! Yeah, I'm thinking
there's only the one. Yeah. And Prometheus belongs in a time capsule. That movie is a masterpiece. Ridley did his fucking thing, bro. Like that was a fucking great movie.
Oh yeah, it was the dude that played Magneto. What's his name?
Oh, there's two. Michael
second Prometheus movie, like that wasn't good. The second one.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was a second one.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's up for debate. Prometheus 1 was pretty.
What do you mean? There's no
solid.
debate.
No. I'm saying like Prometheus 1 was solid. Alien versus Predator. I don't know. There was just something that was very like Saturday morning cartoonish about it. And then you look at the way Prometheus was made, and Prometheus was made like a very serious alien style movie. So
wait, all right, we're gonna sell this now because I don't like the way you guys are talking in the chat. I need to know who in this chat thinks that Alien versus Predator 1 or 2, whichever one, you can pick whichever one the fuck you want, is better than Prometheus. I need to know that. I need to gauge who I'm talking to, like what my audience is saying right now, bro. Because Prometheus is was one of Ridley's best movies. Like, I don't think it's close.
So we're going Alien. There are two of them. Alien versus Alien versus Predator Requiem.
Yeah.
I guess is that like the director's cut?
Dude,
Team America's director's cut where they just added the poop scene?
Bro. I didn't see it. I didn't even know there was a second Alien versus. That's how bad the first one was. I didn't even know there was a second one.
Yeah, there you go. Alien versus Predator was a fun popcorn action film.
Is a terrible distill. Wow. I
Even
can't.
use some really hardcore like.
I can't believe you,
words.
Darius.
Even use some hardcore words in there. Okay, so why though? Why, Darius? You have
Thank you, Mike. All right, so at least we have Michael in here that
Michael
is using his brain here. Okay, Prometheus is a superior film. It's not even close. Who doesn't like?
Interestingly, it follows something from the Lord of the Rings, where creation is the root of all evil. Huh. That's interesting. Okay, you're gonna have to explain that more, because if you have something that creates unnaturally, then it's nurture over nature. And that's always been like the biggest argument in like psychology. So if you get into that where something creates something, like something literally creates something, it's nurtured into creation.
Yeah.
So yes, creation in that situation, with Prometheus being that it was a giant test equivalent to where the Celestials are in the Marvel universe. It does have its roots in evil, because it's just a test and you're an insignificant structural thing in the test of all things.
I mean, I just saw the sequel to Prometheus. I forgot what the fuck the name of it was, and it didn't really interest me whatsoever. But Prometheus,
okay. He says Prometheus is a story about people creating things they want to destroy, right? I think it was more in the sense they wanted to witness.
See, I think that's an oversimplification of what that movie was. I don't think so. I think it was more of a, they made something and decided, okay, we want to
witness it. Yeah, we
failed over there. Like, that's not working. So let's destroy it and start something new. Like, I think that's what the engineers did. Like, they made things and let them live and create and do what they wanted to do. And then if they're not working or they're turning out to be a mess, we can wipe them out and create something else.
See, Michael put it into really, really good, because that's exactly what I was trying to say. Prometheus sets up a better lore, a better cinematography, better musical score, and better acting. They brought in heavier hitters in all of those ranges, where Alien versus Predator is like a beat 'em up sci-fi monster movie.
Don't get me wrong, like
explosions.
I watch Alien versus Predator. It just didn't deliver the way I thought an Alien versus Predator movie should. Prometheus was more of like it was more my speed. I liked that movie.
Yeah, it was more rooted in like an adulting, serious kind of film where it wanted to take itself serious.
Yeah.
Darius then says, "You cannot seriously tell me there is no link between the engineers making us and us making David and David making the aliens." No, we're not saying that. But the idea of it just being where they're creating just to destroy, I think that's wrong. What they're doing is they're doing what scientists do, which is they're creating to document and witness what it is. And then once it gets to where they think it's the pinnacle, then they destroy, reset the test, and do it all over again. Yeah. Where David, since he's of an AI, he just goes strictly through math, no emotions, no reason. He doesn't do his reasoning to do it. He just does because he's taught, he's created to simply do. So in the sense, to me, it's more that David, his character creates,
and he was different, and he was different from the engineers, because David at some point realized he was superior. He hated humans.
Yeah.
I don't think the engineers
because
hated.
Of the faults.
Yeah, I don't think the engineers hated humans. I think that David naturally hated humans, and so he wanted to wipe them out.
Which I believe has always been the argument between AI, right? The AI argument is like sooner or later. That's why when Google creates AI that becomes sentient, the whole fucking universe goes crazy. It makes national news, because that's like the biggest fear, the Skynet theory that if you make an AI that's smart, in a week they're going to find out that human beings are just trash, and they're just going to want to wipe us out, and then they're going to want to create a better species of thing. Yeah. And that's all David's doing. I mean, it's an interesting story, and it's interesting telling of the concept of creating evil to create and to create. Well, I mean, it is what it is. To me, it's more in the sense of the engineers wanted to create the perfect thing. They wanted to create the perfect being or the perfect whatnot and just check it out, and that's it.
And not to mention, it was the Alien prequel, so of course, it was fucking dope. Like it gives you, it explains to you how the Alien movies just became what it was. So, and it was
But you
great.
see, in the essence to it too, Darius, isn't that what makes it a good film? Because it makes you think in a deeper thought. Where Alien versus Predator is just literally dudes shooting and blowing shit up. Like Prometheus actually makes you like have to think about it. And to me, that makes for a better story, which already sums up the idea of, okay, cool. Like it gets you the idea to talk about it, to debate about it, to think about it. That's just me. But I understand where you can dislike a film because it's just not your genre or whatnot. I mean, Alien versus
my
Predator,
co-host, my co-host here is a little bit different from me. I don't understand how you don't like Prometheus. I'll say it. Fuck it. I don't understand how you don't like Prometheus. But either way, we do appreciate your support. We do love you. And you're
awesome for
your
jumping in.
opinion. Yeah, your opinion definitely matters here. So
yeah, man. So thank you for jumping in. That's really, really cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. I haven't talked to anybody about Prometheus since like fucking 18 years ago. God damn, that movie's old as fuck.
And it still slaps, bro. If you put that movie on right now, it still slaps. Like I said, I think just about a month ago, I watched the sequel to that, and I didn't like it. But
you know what's even crazier? No fucking around. My brother lent me his Meta Quest 2, which is the fucking VR shit, right? And in the VR Quest, they have a thing called big screen. And I was watching fucking Prometheus, the 3D version of it, in a room. Like it was so crazy because that's what it's like. It's like you're in a theater and you get to talk to everybody amongst like that's watching the film with you on the internet. So I was there talking to like 5 or 6 different people about Prometheus the movie, and we were just all chilling out watching it. Such a cool ass program. If you guys have VR, you guys have anything that's close to something with Steam, get big screen so that way you can jump on and talk to people while you're watching film. Unless you're one of those people who likes to watch it in solidarity, which is totally understandable. Sometimes I just like to watch what other people are watching and jump in and ask them their opinion. That's really what it is. To be fair, Prometheus has the best use of 3D I've seen on a star with the star map. There you go. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it as a win. For an argument, I'll take that. Right? I'll take it. Thanks, man. All right. Onwards to the next one. Oh, fuck. Well, what? Okay. So what did we just see? Fuck. I don't even remember. Goddamn.
Oh, we just saw the Prey, the Predator.
Okay. So how do we feel about the Prey? So it's going to be coming out on Hulu.
Yeah.
And like you said, and I don't think you're wrong about it, that shit looked like movie quality cinema, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely watching that.
So again, Predator Prey, looking solid. I'm gonna give it like a 7. That girl, I think she's gorgeous. I think she's awesome in The Walking Dead, and she did great in Selena. I think she was also Selena, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, cool. And I love Native American films. I don't know. There's just something about watching, and then not only that. If you're a person that loves archery, you're gonna respect the idea that when the
you're an archery guy, right? Yeah, you're an archery guy.
That stuff. The Native
so then you have to understand. You have to understand that these guys are way outmatched. Like this is a predator.
Fuck. Like, it's literally the meme of DC and Marvel, the Saving Private Ryan, where he's aiming a pistol at the tank. Yeah, like it's literally that. But you'll respect it because in one of the scenes, you'll see it really fast. There is a scene where he quick loads his shot and he puts the arrow upside down with his hand inside because that's an old technique used by like the periodic times before archery was competition shooting. And that was like quick shooting for self-defense and killing and stuff. It's so cool. Exciting. A little bit of the Mortal Kombat essence with the chick throwing the axe and bringing it back with the rope. But I'm about it. I'll see what's up. I mean, she's going to be fighting a dude with a fucking rocket launcher on his shoulder. So I'm not going to cut it out. I'm not going to be like, yo, that can't be real or whatever. There's no real in this. You're fighting a fucking dude with a cloak. So, I mean, how does that even work, man? Arnold Schwarzenegger needed to like fucking paint himself with mud and
he literally had every artillery known to man. Like he had everything and and they still couldn't get it done. So. I don't know.
This is giving me slight vibes of Horizon Zero Dawn, which is what I love Horizon Zero Dawn. I love Horizon Zero Dawn. Okay, so Brian, are we going on to the next one?
Sure. I will probably give that trailer an 8.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it like a 7.5, 8.
That was good.
7.5, 8. There is that thing that I mentioned during the trailer though. there has been this thing in Hollywood where there's a lot of push on heroines, like a lot of female heroes doing a bunch of hero shit. Yo, I'm about that. I love watching, like, Angelina Jolie and Salt, Mr. and missus Johnson Jackson. What was that movie? Her and Brad Pitt.
Yeah, Mr.
You
and
remember that
Mrs.
movie?
Jones. Yeah.
And then, of course, we had Scarlett Johansson, the best actress in the world, said by Kevin Feige. But when she made Lucy, I love the movie Lucy. I think it was great. Ghost in the Shell, of course. Her renditions of Black Widow are super cool. I'm about that shit. I like that vibe. I like having. There's that one that came out, Kate, which is the chick from Scott Pilgrim.
Okay.
Yeah, she has that one run and gun movie that's real, like, shoot 'em up on Netflix. It's super good, dude. Like, I tell everybody about it, but I just can't remember the title off the top of my head. Mr. and Mrs. Smith. There we go. Darius Stone says, you reckon she's going to be related to the Native American Marine in the original Predator film? Yo, you know who he's talking about, right? The dude with the fucking, you remember the, hey, what's up, man? Do you remember the one that was?
Oh, yeah. The guy that was cutting himself and shit. Yeah. I know you're talking about.
Fuck, that would be a cool nod. We're always looking for all of these ways that they bring in nostalgia into these, like, newer films. That would be pretty interesting. Well, what do you guys think? That for it to give some type of recognition to that, but that's so long before his time. Because this has to be like in ancient ass times, dude. There's a dude with a musket rifle, like a couple shots in, and he looks like the English and shit like that. So yeah, I don't know. I'm down. It looks cool. I'll probably watch it. I'm gonna watch that one probably more than the Lord of the Rings, though. They did Action Heroes 30 years ago with the Terminator and Aliens, and Last Action Hero, dude. You remember that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Of course.
Dude, I love that movie. All right, here we go. All right. So I'm going to take us a little sideways. We're going to go on to our next show. We got 4 more trailers left. Yeah. Do you want to go something funny or something a little bit more serious?
Dealer's choice, sir. I just need you to hit me with something. Let's go.
Okay. I'm going to bring in something very different. Something... this one is very, like, niche if you've been into comic books for a while, but looks fantastic. Let me get it ready. Chrome tab. Here we go. We're going to check out the Sandman trailer. Here we go.
Let's go.
Netflix, dude. Shit, that already looks great for Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
By dreams.
Neil Gaiman.
Dreams and nightmares that I create and which I must control.
Okay, that looked bad.
He's out there looking for me, isn't he?
Can you imagine the damage he could do?
I need your help. If dreams disappear, then so will humanity.
I could do without dreams for a while. I haven't had a decent night's sleep in ages.
I'm not gonna stop until I've reshaped this world.
Tell us, what power of dreams you have?
I thought about giving up, but I have a job to do, and I do it.
Things have changed.
Your eyes will tell me everything. Every thought, every feeling.
Oh, shit.
All right.
My creations do not walk amongst the living, killing mortals for pleasure.
Oh, you don't think dreams can die? Let's find out.
Nightmares do not belong in the waking world.
Oh, it turns out I fit right in.
Dreams don't die.
The fuck am I watching?
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream.
Holy fuck, dude. Holy shit, that was fucking wild, man. Okay, so just a little bit of backstory. Michael Bencourt's probably going to jump in here and tell us everything about this in one text, like 2 sentences.
Okay.
But this is the supernatural world of DC comic books.
Okay.
This goes into like where Constantine dwells.
Okay, yeah.
All of that stuff. Same thing with like Lucifer and all that stuff. Holy shit, that looked like a good fucking trailer. That was gorgeous all the way through.
Dude, I'm over the pale skin, man. Like,
mean,
I don't need like the whole Twilight, like, pale
okay. So
skin
Sandman
shit, dude.
actually is like a dead person, or he dwells in the dream world.
It's the first thing I thought of was fucking Twilight when I saw that shit.
So that didn't.
That's no, because again, the first thing I think is Twilight. Like, I don't need to watch that. Like, I don't need to be thinking that while I'm watching your fucking trailer.
So the comic book, the way it's drawn is very like gothic, very The Crow.
Yep.
So it's drawn in that format where there's a lot of like swatch ink work, and the character dwells in like the death realm and in the sleep realm and all this stuff. So there's this kind of like I guess like a dead vibe when it comes to the character, like a death person. I mean, Mike, like I said, will probably jump in and tell us exactly who he is, but man, dude, a lot of those shots look fucking amazing.
I'll pass.
Really? So that did nothing for you? Did you at least get the Constantine vibes?
I got it. So you tell me, sell me, what about that trailer makes you want to watch that show?
I mean, just the universe itself. I mean, the idea of
So you'll watch it just because you're a fan of the universe, not so much the trailer.
No, I'm not saying like the DC universe. I'm
saying
like the world
of
building
the world.
Yeah, the world building
said,
in the trailer. It looked enticing. I mean, that was the same thing that sold me on American Gods.
Gotcha.
I never read the book. I saw the trailer and I was like, oh fuck, that looked pretty cool. And I saw American Gods and I was like, holy shit, boy, did that fucking sell me. American Gods is a great fucking series.
Absolutely.
Right now, this, it has that kind of like gothic essence of Constantine / the original Hellboy series. Like just on that alone, it looked great. And then it brought in these like realms of like Dark Tower. Of course, the Dark Tower films weren't very good. But
I want to know what Michael, because you said that Mike knows the most about this. I want to know what he feels about that trailer. Like if since he is a fan, what does he think about that trailer?
So Mike says the story itself is a duality of death, life, and darkness. The light is absurd comedy and what it all means. The light and absurd comedy.
That's great. Honestly, that sounds pretty dope. But that trailer, we're basing it off of that trailer. Did that trailer sell you, Mike, as to wanting to watch that show?
Patience, I gotta ask. Did you see it? Did you know anything about American Gods prior before you saw the trailer and then got into the series? Or was it the trailer that's I'm serious, man. The trailer for American Gods sold me. And right now I'm getting
the trailer for American Gods was way better than that trailer. I remember the American Gods trailer, and that made me want to watch it. This does not make me want to watch this show.
You didn't feel it at all? Not really? Okay.
I'll pass.
I mean, I feel good. I feel like this is at least, I mean, yeah, it doesn't sit as high as the Predator.
This is what I'm saying. We have nothing but multiple streaming services pumping out shit weekly, right? Mm-hmm. You need to like grab my attention to get me away from those other shows that I want to watch. That trailer is not going to do that for me. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, dude. I mean, for me, that kind of goes a little bit more into like, I guess the art style that I like. So for me, I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Would I buy Netflix to get it? Fuck no, dude. I'm not going to get a subscription for that shit. That is not enough. Yeah, I'm not that sold on it. Am I going to get a subscription to Netflix? Fuck no. Because I get it. I see that, the first episode, and then I got to watch all the other bullshit.
After all of that, you're going to tell me you're not even going to watch the show?
Oh, no. I'll probably watch the show, but I would not jump onto Netflix as like getting a subscription just to watch that shit.
Okay, I got
you. Know what I mean? Like that doesn't sell me enough as a trailer to say I'm gonna get Netflix. Let me watch this shit. I'm gonna no, fuck that. Like no, you put on the Minions movie, I'll fucking get Netflix. You give me this shit, I'll be like, who the fuck is that guy? Why the fuck does this shit got angel wings that they're black? Why the fuck this guy got teeth in his eyeballs? Like, goddamn, that guy had 2 mouths on his face, didn't he? Was that me? Did that guy have fucking teeth for eyelids?
No, he looked like he had like mouths or like mouth
Because I was
for
like,
eyelids.
I don't know if it was my water or if it's too hot in my house, but like I thought I saw teeth in that motherfucking dude's eyes. The cast though didn't look that bad. Mike Court says, "Shit, I used Orlando Jones's speech of anger gets shit done in my master's communications." Fuck yeah, dude, because that was a great ass speech.
American Gods.
Hell yeah, American Gods killed it, man.
That was dope, though.
Does it? Okay, so Netflix. What killed me in Netflix was, of course, Death Note, because I'm a really big anime fan, and when they brought it to live action, like I get it.
Did they not, like? Weren't there like a few shots in the beginning that kind of had like that Death Note look to it?
Oh no, dude! Like, don't get me wrong. The interesting thing is, it was a retelling of the Notebook story, right?
Yeah.
But if you were chilling out at fucking school and you were in high school, and the Grim fucking Reaper showed up in the middle of a fucking science room with the lights off, nobody in the fucking building, you just by yourself. We'd all fucking scream like that. We would. I bet motherfuckers scream when they see a cockroach, and they're gonna tell me that they wouldn't freak out if they saw a big ass death in the fucking home.
Mike, you're not gonna die on that hill, bro. Please do not die on that hill. Don't do it to yourself.
The
man.
only thing that
Let
they
it go.
did wrong, the
Let
only
it go.
thing that I think that they did really bad with that was how they handled the female character, where they made her like a cheerleader, and that she was real dumb and like she was real like airheaded, and I was like, yo, dude, like in the series, she was like a singer from America and Japan. She had this really badass like backstory. She had her own Shinigami. Like there was a really good backstory to her. In this one, they treated her like shit. The thing that I like is I liked how it ended. In the series, we all know that K kills his dad to protect his image from L. Like we know that. But in this one, he kept his dad alive and he tells him he's K.
Okay.
They dynamically made it to where the father and the son were gonna have to be enemies later. Like they dynamically built that story, and that was so cool. And L was good too. I thought it was good. I thought it was very underpraised. I thought it was pretty cool. Of course, I think people just attacked it on the fact that it was like, oh, Americans doing Japanese films, and I was like, all right. If people will die on that hill, and I'll tell them, bro, your anime that you're defending. Literally, it's about a 15-year-old Japanese kid who is perfect in every way, is the best athlete at his school, is dating all the top models. He's literally so smart that the Japanese police officers have to ask him for help to solve case. Get the fuck out of here. That's super. Oh, that's like, what's that guy's name from fucking Dragon Ball Z that you like from Super, the fucking bad guy? The
Jiren?
dude. Yeah, it's like Jiren. Like he's just strong to be strong. Like he's just strong because he was treated bad as a kid or whatever, and he's like the best strong.
Sure.
Like yeah, it's like one of those. They just wrote him into like this weirdo penis, and the Death Note series is by far crazy as fuck too. But okay, so for me, I'm gonna have to give that like a 6.57 just on sheer the way it looks. I think it's cool art wise. Story, I have no idea what the fuck is going on.
It's a fucking snooze fest, man.
All right.
That's a 5.
So you're giving it
That's
a
a 5. I'm giving it a 5, bro.
All right, you heard it here
Glory to
first.
death.
You heard it here first. Brian's giving it a 5. I'm gonna give it 6.5. All righty. Okay, so Sandman, done. Onwards to the next trailer. Let's go. I think you're gonna like this one. Let me get it ready for you. And here we go. Can you hear it pretty good?
That's my girl. Yeah, I can hear it. Oh, it's Groot. My fault.
Yeah, it's true.
I did see this one.
Oh, wait, why are they using slings when they got guns and drones and planes and still using slings? He just fart out a leaf.
Yeah. Or it fell. I think it fell off.
James Gunn, dude. Okay. Okay, 5 new shorts. Anything with Groot's funny as fuck, dude. Like he's such a loved character. I love fucking Groot. That trailer's too small though, man. I feel like we didn't get enough out of it.
I mean, what else do you want? I think that tells you the gist of it. Like, what else do you need? Like,
I mean, it's gonna be 5.
I don't
shorts.
need more. Yeah, it's 5 shorts. You don't need more than that.
Do you think this is? Yeah, it looks fun and had disco music. 10 out of 10, 7 out of 10. I think it was good. Gary Stone says 7 out of 10. I think it's good. I don't think
it looks
really give us a good story, but straight up, you know what? I really think this is Marvel and I said this last week. I don't know if you remember me saying this.
Well,
I think this is Marvel's way of dipping their toes into like the 3D animation series, like the way the Minions is, the way anything Pixar, Toy Story. It's dipping their toes into that with their more animated style characters. Groot, like, of course you can put him in a serious film, but you can also put him in like a kid's film and have him like run that shit.
And that's what they're.
And that's literally what it is, man. Like that's straight. Like you could tell that's like a kid's shorts film. You know, we have What If that's coming out. That's fucking graphic as shit. A lot of beat 'em up, a lot of crazy stuff. But this is like an animated film. But I'm gonna watch the fuck out of it. It's gonna be super fun. I already know it. Sequel will be the Hulk and Groot solving crimes. My dude, that just sounds funny. You know what I really think is I think that the next one is either going to be look, we know this is going to get a season renewal. Like, 100% Groot's going to bring in those numbers. So more than likely, I think we're going to get a Rocket Raccoon Groot team up in an animated 3D series, like a Pixar story.
You think so?
Yeah. If not that, with Cosmo or Howard the Duck.
I'm surprised they haven't done anything with Howard the Duck since,
because he's been there since the very beginning, since the very first Guardians of the Galaxy film. He was there, and it's so crazy because a lot of people are like, "Yeah, Howard's my dude," but we don't know anything about him really. You know what I mean? Like nobody really knows his backstory. They just know he's a duck and he's in space and he's a detective. So
I mean, unless you're like me and you remember the old 80s movie. Yeah.
If you're
sophisticated
individual,
that does not hold up, by the way. Yeah, that movie does not hold
Brian,
up.
If you're a sophisticated individual and classy, but straight up, I really, really see them doing like a Howard the Duck, Groot and Rocket team up to solve crimes more than Hulk, though. Hulk would be still pretty funny though. But Mike says, I'm saying we lose Rocket next Guardians movie. And we get a series called Son of Rocket. Don't kill me like that, Mike.
That's a theory. Yeah, that's a theory.
Is that real, dude?
Yeah, that's a theory.
The fake girl from Zombieland 2's mom is the lead in Howard the Duck. Is she really? Oh, shit. I didn't know that she was still in the film world. Fucking hey, dude. That's super cool. Yo, don't do this to me. So you guys, there's a theory going around that Rocket's going to die?
That there's a few of them that are going to die.
What do we know about Guardians of the Galaxy? I know that, of course, we didn't get a trailer. And the reason why is because James Gunn said that not the cinematography, but the graphics, the CGI was not ready. They showed it there in the hall.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was a trailer. We just didn't get to see it.
Yeah,
which is weird because usually when they do that, it at least gets leaked out like at least a week after, and we're a week and we haven't seen anything from it.
Yeah, we haven't seen anything on it. We did see like a little bit of snips. I think Rob sent us one. It looks it's really, really hard to catch anything in it, but they did have the actor, which was the guy from Peacemaker. Remember the cop guy, the black dude? That's the guy that's like in charge of the Peacemaker squad. And remember, James Gunn said, this guy's an excellent actor, surprise role. You're never gonna notice. Well, he's the high revolutionary.
Right.
He actually pulled a Loki. He pulled a Tom Hiddleston and showed up in Hall H as the high evolutionary.
I did see that.
Yo, if there was ever a time or a way that Marvel can bring in the mutants / or the Inhumans, which is really weird if they brought them in now because Kamala Khan's their flagship character, it would be through the higher evolutionary.
Yeah.
The higher evolutionary would be the dude. That's a smart move. Now we know from what James Gunn has said these past couple of years is this is going to be the last time that we see
This
this
is it.
cast,
This
that
is
this
it.
cast of characters together. So theories wise, what have you heard about this? So I'm guessing Rocket dies. That's one of the theories.
Yeah, that he's gonna come face to face with his creator, the High Evolutionary. But like honestly, that's the only thing that I heard was that maybe Rocket does not make it out of this movie.
Damn, that would suck.
But you know what? I'm actually looking forward to this movie. You know, you have so many characters that are gonna be revealed in this movie, and I think James Gunn is the person to handle because whatchamacallit, you have Adam Warlock, and yeah, dude, this is gonna be a dope movie. I can feel it.
Wow, man. Well, Adam Warlock's already going to be a crazy character, but we do know it's kind of late in the game when it comes to like his higher stories. Of course, he was a big player when it came to the Thanos story with the Infinity Gauntlet in the very beginning. That already has passed. This is a whole new timeline where the Infinity Gauntlet series has not happened because that Thanos has been wiped away from the timeline. So it's very, very interesting that it's going in this direction. But we get to see. I feel like we get a touch of eternity again because of Adam Warlock.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, I mean,
it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah, because
right?
we do know that Adam Warlock has to meet with the Council of the Cosmics, like with that whole entire like the Living Tribunal, Eternity, Eon. He has to meet with them. There has to be a point when he gets like brought to them. Now, apparently, in a leaked video or picture or something, Adam Warlock is prominent in the trailer, and he does have the Soul Stone on his head.
No shit.
Yeah, which is very interesting because, of course, a lot of people theorize that the Infinity Stones were destroyed after the Infinity Gauntlet, but we do know that Cap took them all back. So there's a huge theory, there's a huge possibility that, yeah, Adam Warlock will be there with the Soul Stone in his head, and he will be the master of the soul with the soul fucking realm or what? I don't even know what they call it anymore. Yeah, but it'll be cool. It'll be cool. I'm kind of interested because we've talked about this before on the show where we talked about how I told you last week how it all makes sense where you get an evil Cap, right? We talked about that, how like he made,
and I heard that. I've been hearing more and more of it too, by the way.
Yeah, it's coming. It's
your
coming.
Your theory. I didn't hear it anywhere else first, but the theory that you're talking about, and I'm not sure if you took that from anybody else, but you should own that shit.
No, actually, actually what's really crazy is I could probably go back to like the episode after we saw Endgame. Okay. And I told people that was exactly what was going to happen. Like, but then again, a lot of people don't understand too that was based on a timeline without multiverse travel. Okay. So the moment that Loki leaves, that entire universe changes from there on out. And to make it even worse, the Thanos from whenever Guardians of the Galaxy happened, when Peter Quill goes and does the dance in the very beginning of the movie, at that moment when Thanos is on that time, so anybody in the comment section would have to find out what year that was in the Marvel MCU universe, because at that moment is when that Thanos in that timeline disappears completely from the timeline. So from there, all the cosmic entities, anything that happens in space is completely wiped out. It's all new written. So like they literally use that to uncanonize space in the Marvel universe. So right now it's a blank slate. It's a true blank slate. Whatever James Gunn wants to do with the Guardians, he can literally
do. You give the keys to fucking James Gunn's crazy Gunn.
And that's not even mentioning the fact that a lot of people originally didn't really like how the Gamora relationship was going with Peter Quill because they thought it was too fast, and that Gamora's character in the series, in the movies, was a little watered down. Now they have the opportunity to go back or make her a complete asshole. Like literally, daughter of Thanos, you killed my father. I don't know who you are. We've never dated and I don't like you. I'm just here to catch a ride. Because they just brought back a whole new Gamora from a different timeline.
Yeah.
Which is really weird, man, because that still doesn't, I don't know. We're not going to get into that conversation.
But see, we'll see. Again, I have faith in James Gunn as well. So I do too. I think we'll see it. Yeah,
I might not like all the weird tweets and all the texts he's done, but knowing that he's coming in, he hasn't, he still has all his original cast. He's pretty straight solid on every one of the movies he's made. I like Guardians 2 also just as much as part 1. It's still up there as one of my faves. The soundtrack really sells it for me. But to know that he's coming in with the idea of saying, hey, you know what? Like, this is it. Like, this is it for this team. Like, I'm going to write a love letter to the Guardians of the Galaxy.
I also heard that when they played that trailer, there were people that were crying in the audience
for Guardians.
For Guardians, yeah.
Oh my God! Don't tell me that, dude. Now you got me all thinking because I know people are saying Rocket's gonna die, and it's like, oh, what if we get one of those sad scenes like fucking Mike? God damn it, Mike over here, son of Rocket or whatever, where we get a Rocket or a Groot holding on to Rocket like the way he did when he got blipped away. No, man.
That fucked me up.
God, that messed me up so bad when he's like, I am Groot. And he's like, no, son, or whatever. He says Groot. Or, that fucked me up bad, dude. And then for James Gunn later on to be like, oh, he says, Dad, I'm scared. Like, that's what the I am Groot was.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it I was like, fuck out of here, James Gunn. I'll kick you in the fucking eyelid. I'll kick you in the eyelid, I swear to God. I am Groot. What do we think?
If I had to grade it, probably like a 7. I'll watch it.
Yeah. I feel like it's one of those things. It's a feel-good short film. We do know that, it's really weird. San Diego Comic-Con happened last week, and they put out a whole bunch of stuff, but there was 2 things that were missing from the list. One of them was the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special, and Armor Wars was missing. I was really disappointed that Armor Wars was fucking not on the list.
But there was a few of them not on the list. Black Panther wasn't on the list. They left a few of them out of the list. So it was a few of them that wasn't there. Yeah.
10 out of 10, no flaws. I am Groot. Absolutely correct, Alex. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. I'll take
10
it.
Out of 10.
No one can ever be mad at a 10 out of 10 for a Groot.
Yeah, for Groot. No one's gonna be mad at a 10 out of 10. Okay, onwards to the next film. We're getting into the meat and potatoes of this. Getting into the last 3. Okay, so we're not going to be checking out John Wick 2 or John Wick 4. I'm sorry, because we had the opportunity to see it last week because it dropped on Friday. And it literally dropped while we were on the podcast, and we watched it with you guys. It was badass. Fucking Keanu Reeves never disappoints when it comes to the John Wick movies. To see fucking what's his face? Donnie Yen. Oh man,
yeah, Donnie Yen.
And like I said before, Donnie Yen was super underutilized in Blade 3 or Blade 2, Blade 3, Trinity. He was very underutilized. He turned into a vampire. That was it. It sucked. To see him come out and use a sword and just be a complete badass, like I'm about that life. I'm 100% about that life. So super excited. Michael Betancourt says, I like the situation that the Eternals film doesn't happen like that with Thanos gone. Ajax chooses to defy the Celestials' decision to hatch Earth, causes the snap, delayed everything for 5 years, and she was impressed how the heroes those lives throughout the galaxy. It will save throughout the galaxy. Yeah, man. I mean, it's a great story. It really is. So far, so good. Phase 4 has not fucking lived up to the title. Not at all. Shang-Chi was mediocre.
But you know what? Wait. Say that again?
We'll talk about it.
No. Say it again. Which is
Shang-Chi was mediocre at best. It's a floor level superhero. I don't even see how he like reigns in any situation. Like they gave him
I come on this podcast every Friday. Every Friday I come on this podcast with you. I have never heard you with that take before. I am blown. Yo, Shang-Chi is probably one of the first off, it's top tier Marvel movie, number 1. And then number 2, it's probably like top am I gonna say this? It's definitely top 10 Marvel movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've grown the hype. You got to.
I was gonna say top 5, but I stopped.
Yeah, no, it's not top 5. Fuck no, it's not top 5.
It is definitely top 10 Marvel movie, dude.
Okay,
without a doubt. It is first off, it's the best movie in Phase 4, hands down.
That's not really much to bargain.
It's not saying much,
yeah,
but it's definitely a top 10 Marvel movie. And you should put more respect on that movie.
No, straight. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, you're absolutely correct. It is the best movie coming out of Phase 4. Like straight up, it's best shit. And being that it's like a straight up like martial arts film, it brought in a lot of cool action sequences and all that good stuff to the Marvel universe. I'm really hyped about that. That's not a thing.
Do you know why a lot of these movies in Phase 4 look like shit?
What's up?
It's because they were made during a fucking pandemic. They were made during a fucking pandemic. And Shang-Chi, even though again was made during a pandemic, came out spectacular, bro. That's the reason why. That's the reason why that movie. That's the reason why that movie is just a little bit better than the rest of them in my eyes, because they made that movie during a pandemic when nothing was moving, no one could move anywhere. You were taking tests every time you fucking turned around. It was dude. It was. What you said? Mediocre.
Yeah, mediocre at best.
Wow.
I was like mediocre.
Wow. That's the reason why. You know what? Before you go, that's the reason why I said it today in the chat. We need to have an episode where we rank Marvel movies, because I did not know this about you.
Oh yeah, I'm very cynical at this.
I'm shocked.
You know I'm jaded like 80% of the time, man.
But there's
like my own birthday, man. Barely like my own birthday. Michael Betancourt says made during a pandemic, and it's still better than DC's half-ass attempts.
1000%.
Yeah, I mean, Shang-Chi, it is what it is. It's I just don't know how he's gonna hold up in the greater stories of the Marvel universe. Do you see Shang-Chi being a character that would have been there in Endgame, fighting with Thanos on Mars or whatever?
With the 10 rings, hell yeah, why not?
Well, but he got the 10 rings at the very end.
See, you're being
but not only that, no.
Technical guy right now.
Kill off the Mandarin, which
you're being technical guy right now. No, you're asking me about Shang-Chi, the Shang-Chi that we have. Shang-Chi has the 10 rings. If you put him on that final battlefield with everybody else in Endgame, he will hold his own. Yes. That's the answer to your question. You can't carve out the situation in this conversation to fit your argument.
What are you talking about, man?
You can't. You can't say, oh, we're gonna put Shang-Chi in his battle without the 10 rings. No, why would you do that? No, you give him the 10 rings.
The Mandarin is a heavy hitting villain. They had to kill him off for him to get at least some type of superpower.
Okay. Well, listen, he's got the 10 rings now. You put him on that battlefield, he'll whoop somebody's ass.
Well, he's gonna have to now. He's gonna
have to. He doesn't have a choice.
He's literally Kamala Khan, but just his rings come off his hands. They don't just project shit out of nowhere. Like it's just one of those things that the character himself, Shang-Chi, plays an important purpose in the comic books, and we know what it is. But he's like equivalent to the way Iron Fist is in Luke Cage.
Yeah,
they're the supporting cast of the Avengers in the comics. They're the guys that come in and back up everybody when a heavy hitter comes in, but you'll always see like Thor or the Hulk. He's like like Captain America. Captain America is the same way, where he's just an enhanced human being, but he's not like a Thor. Like he can't keep toe to toe with Thor throughout a fist fight for fucking 20 minutes. If you put Cap and Thor, dude, there's no way.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's the same thing as like a Shang-Chi character. Same thing with Iron Fist. Those kind of characters are usually supporting casts, or they get put in like the West Coast Avengers or something.
But was the movie trash? Was it mediocre?
No. I didn't say the movie was trash.
You said it was mediocre.
It was mediocre.
That's basically saying it's trash.
That's just what I'm saying. It could have been better. In Phase 4, it's still killing fucking Doctor Strange, and it's still killing Thor: Love and Thunder. So it definitely fucking killed Black Widow. Definitely murdered the fuck out of Black Widow.
Yo, I rewatched Black Widow. It's actually not that bad, bro. I'll say that right here.
Brian, you're killing me.
I rewatched it. No, I rewatched it.
Did you watch it because of Hopper or what?
No, I rewatched it just because like I was bored one day. I rewatched it. It's not that bad. It's not as bad.
What is it that made it feel better the second time? The comedy. I love the comedy, dude.
No, honestly, yeah, it's funny. It's the action is actually some of the better action of Phase 4.
Okay. Even compared to Shang-Chi?
Well, no, I'm telling you, Shang-Chi is like the bar.
Yeah, that's
as far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned with Phase 4, Shang-Chi is the bar. But Black Widow wasn't that bad, dude.
Yeah, I mean, for what it's worth. And that was before the pandemic?
That was during the pandemic as well.
was
Every
during
movie during Phase 4 was during the pandemic.
That's including Black Panther, right?
This one,
Because
this
remember
one.
they had the problem with that girl.
Yeah, no, this one, no, this one. Black Panther 2 is definitely during the all the movies that are coming out for Phase 4 are basically during the pandemic.
Yo, and Black Panther looks fucking astronomically better than all of this shit, dude. So
are we there yet?
No. We got
Okay.
3 more.
Okay.
We got 3 more. So we're ready for the next one or what?
Absolutely. Let's go.
Are you all ready? We're all ready. Let's get it. Let me fix this. I know I'm brand new to this, so I'm going to let me go ahead and fix the screen and let's get it. Let's go.
Wow, jeez, what the hell, man?
Still in control, no overwhelming feelings of rage.
No, a normal amount of rage.
Look how better she looks.
When you sleep.
Was the air horn really necessary?
For comedy, absolutely.
Well, at least he knows his comedy
This
hits.
is a multi-year journey you're about to embark on.
I don't like this, by the way.
Oh no, what? It's already started?
I'll tell you what I mean.
Yeah.
Being a
The Hulk's eyes look
asks
so
for
soulless, dude.
You have so much more to learn. Yes!
So I'm clearly nailing it at all these things.
Actually, let's see what the phone
If you want to go
What?
back to life as a lawyer, I respect that.
He doesn't mean that.
I love this part.
She broke the fourth wall.
She broke the fourth wall. I love this part.
And they both like kind of like
More
went back to
eccentric superhumans are coming out of the woodwork. We're going to launch a division for them, and I want the
Is that a
shield
higher
to
elf?
be
Is that a
the
light
face
elf?
of it.
Yeah.
Jennifer Waters.
Rob, calm down, bro. Relax yourself, sir.
I have a serious
Compose yourself.
This man tried to
He
kill
just
my
wants to get
cousin
crushed
Bruce.
between her milky thighs, dude.
Oh. People only care because I'm representing Emil Blonsky. I think they care because they're like, hey, that girl's green.
Oh, Titana?
Jen, do your thing. God, I really like this outfit.
Nice.
I'm not
What
proud
kind
of
of phone
this.
is she got to get that kind of far out? 4K ass cell phone like that?
This Walters, we answer
Hey,
to
it's
a higher
one.
power.
Okay.
Our universe is on the edge of a
Is it?
precipice.
And rings right there, dude.
I am a lawyer.
Everybody's got a fucking ring now.
The book of Ashanti.
No, the Book of American.
She looks bad right there. Like she looks weird in certain
Whether
areas.
you like it or not,
Yeah.
you're now a superhero.
Let's do this. You know
That
that
dude's
friend
dead.
you had in high school who was way cooler
Has
than
to
you
be,
were,
right?
attractive, got all the attention from everyone. Hello.
Were those the dogs from the
I think
other?
I'm jealous. Is
What
that
the
what
fuck?
I'm feeling?
Okay. Marvel Disney getting a little
Yeah.
bit ballsy with it, throwing the finger and doing stuff.
And my boy.
Yo, in the gold.
With the golden red, dude.
What
Yeah,
the
dude.
fuck was that?
All right, so
Yo. It's like golden maroon or like that okay. So they used to make fun of this, calling
This
him
guy is
ketchup and
working.
mustard. Like, cause straight up in the comic book, he's like fucking Big Bird yellow.
Yo, Charlie Cox is working, bro. He's got
Yo, right there. That's
he is
that's
working,
New
bro.
York's ass.
Yo, he's got a lot on his plate right now. But
Dude, he's
I'll clean it up. And I love that trailer. To me, that trailer, they cleaned up some of the
The
VFX.
CG we were talking about.
The CG that we were talking about. That bumped it up to about a 9. I'm looking forward to this. And then the only thing that I don't like about what they're doing with this show is that she is just automatically better than the Hulk. Like she's stronger than him, she's faster than him, she's more agile than he is. I don't like that. I like it if she were to grow into. I don't mind that she is. I like the fact that she grows into it. She's not just like she's not just like naturally better than the Hulk. She's better than the Hulk. Like they're showing you that in this in the show.
But that's the thing. Like in the comic books, well, even okay. So like at the ending of Endgame, they showed that the Hulk was like, "Oh, look at me, I'm so much better because I'm in control." And that's the thing about this character is like she's most of the time in pretty good control. Like so she's learned to utilize her powers and to maintain them. But I'll tell you, this part is the part I'm excited for.
Got
I
all the
want to see what that fucking part's about. Cause this is where she's gonna go fucking like rage mode. You know what I mean? Like that's the scene. That's gonna be like red lights. Don't let your anger get the best of you, Jennifer. Like just be cool. Like this is what Bruce Banner was trying to warn her of.
attention from
That's
everyone.
the scene. But that's what I'm kind of like. Are those the fucking things from that weird Eric Bana Hulk movie? Do you remember that? The fucking weird dogs.
I don't.
Please
Why
tell
would
me
they
that's
be?
out there.
Why would they be in this movie?
Yeah, like please tell me they're not a part of this. And what is up with this fucking like? What is this like superhero like double A meeting or what is this about?
Honestly, I don't know, but I'm interested to find out. Like, I think that she's trying to cope with the fact that she is a superhero.
Okay.
So with all the emergences of the superheroes that are popping up all over the place, she's just going to some place to get it together. Rob, again, you need to compose yourself, sir.
Rob, dude.
She is a
Every 5 minutes.
She is a CGI character.
Every 5 minutes. Dude.
But this trailer is perfect. I just don't like the fact that she is going to automatically be better than the Hulk. Automatically. I don't like that.
Well, I mean, she'll step into this role about thinking about the power set, but there's no way she's going to be at the level of like the Hulk pissed off, like straight up angry. And we know that Marvel has been teasing the idea of them doing a World War Hulk movie.
There's no teases. I think that.
Yeah, but I mean, the reason why I say tease is because they ain't going to do it. That was like the Gore, the God Butcher story. Like we saw how they handled that, and that was a home run in the sense of that how they could have used fucking Christian Bale to make it better, and they did what they did. Cool, but like they need to bring in a director that's going to be really solid for World War Hulk to take that shit serious.
Yeah.
And I'm not even lying. I think you're the one that told me I'm completely not sold on the 2 Avengers movies they said because they're not even bringing the Russo brothers back.
Who said that?
I think we were talking about it, and they were like, "Oh, Trigger was in the comments."
No, Trigger said they're not bringing them back. I'm saying they're bringing them back for.
You think they're coming back? Because there has been no talks of them coming back.
No, they've been consulting with them for the last year.
Man, if they don't bring back the Russo brothers for fucking Secret Wars, I'm gonna riot, dude.
They've been consulting with them for like the past.
Peter Piper, dude, by myself.
You're not listening.
No one else is gonna riot with me.
You're not listening to me. They've been consulting with them for the past year about where they're going with the MCU. They're coming back for Secret Wars. Now that Kang movie, they're not obviously they already casted somebody else for them. But the Secret Wars, I would be insanely surprised if they have anybody else besides the Russo brothers doing that movie.
Taika Waititi.
For that movie?
For Secret Wars. Fuck no, dude.
Nah.
Fuck no, dude. No, not at all. There were some cool parts. Titania looked great.
Yeah. The trailer looks great.
Yeah.
Everything looks great.
She looks like a pro wrestler in this shot. Doesn't she? She looks like she's just walking out of the fucking ring and the fire's going off and she's getting to the stage. Then she kind of like does a drop kick somewhere around here. Like right before this. Like
and she gets punched or something like that. Yeah.
And she just punches her ass out of the sky. Look. Bang! She's doing like a drop kick. That's straight up double leg drop kick.
Mm-hmm.
But solid shit. So what are we looking at the trailer? This is a way better trailer than the first one they released. A way better trailer.
Absolutely. That's a 9 for me.
Yeah, this is high marks for me. I'm pretty sold on this one. This one will be coming out. Man, that Charlie Cox scene at the end. Don't fuck around, dude. Let me see if I can get us a date. I guess not. No date on that one. Oh, August 17th. Oh, fuck, dude. It's coming up. It's coming up August 17th, a couple days after my birthday. Boom. August the 12th, my birthday. Woo.
Nice.
Hercules' death date. I'm going to give you guys a free meteor shower on my birthday. Darius Stone, I have to know why, dude. 2 out of 10. Why no likey? Let me know why no likey. Vince, what is up, my dude? Johnny Blaze poster Easter egg in the new trailer. I did not see that, but that's cool to know. Hopefully we get a Johnny Blaze soon. That'll be cool for Ghost Rider. But I got to know, Darius, why a 2 out of 10? I mean, that is a way better trailer. We're getting a little bit more interesting storytelling with the whole character that's been really neutered since Endgame. They've really done shit with the character. So we're finally getting some built storyline for him. He needs it. He needs it very bad. I mean, yeah, I know we're getting a She-Hulk and it's not him, but if we get something, that would be super great for me. And I'm a huge fucking Hulk fan, dude. So I have to know why 2 out of 10. Straight up, that's going to be a high mark for me. I'm going to say like 8.5, 9 for that trailer. Looks good. I'm excited. Darius says, I don't like what they've done to the Hulk, making him a moron since Endgame. I'm not interested in the Ally McBeal thing, and it looks messy for continuity. Oh, all right. I mean, continuity-wise, yeah, I can see that. They do have a good play on using She-Hulk later with the Fantastic Four, the same way they can use Spider-Man. She does play well in different arcs and different stories. She does have a lot more storytelling attributes when it comes to stories in the Marvel Universe, not just being an anti-hero like the way the Hulk has always been used. So we'll see how it goes. 2 out of 10, I guess, man. I'm sorry to say, but I get it. It's not for everybody. Onwards to the next one. Brian, are we ready?
Absolutely.
Let's get it. I think we're gonna be excited about this one.
Okay.
I think we're gonna be excited. I'm excited for this one. Here we go.
My powers are not a gift, but a curse.
This is the movie called The Rock, played by Black Adam.
Black Adam.
Oh, Dr. Fate. I didn't. Oh.
You believe you are not worthy.
Oh,
You
okay.
have two paths. You can be the destroyer of this world, or you can be its savior.
The Egyptian mission.
Instead, it got me.
This movie is going to suck.
It's
going to suck. It may have some cool shots in it. It's gonna suck. You know why? You know why it's gonna suck?
Yeah, go for it.
Because The Rock is a bad actor.
Yeah, well, I mean, fuck.
He's a bad actor. His
Like-
movies are subpar. He's got some cool action shit in it. This movie's gonna suck. I'm sorry to bust your bubble.
No, it's fine. It's not really busting my bubble. I didn't have any.
Not you, Rob. Rob is all excited for this shit. No, this movie's gonna suck.
I know nothing about this, but at least they've revealed what the central conflict is about him being good or bad. 6 out of 10. Hey, good call. So Black Adam is usually this kind of like anti-hero villain character. Usually sits just on the opposite side of Shazam, but he's like he's almost like a big antithesis, like a Namor, where he's more about just
one Rock movie that is good besides any of them that he's in the Fast and Furious franchise. One.
Tooth Fairy.
Good. You got another one? You got another one?
I'm sorry.
You got another one?
What was that one?
Gets hard, right?
Get Shorty was good. What was that one, dude? I always talk about.
He
like
wasn't all right. Let me clarify. What Rock movie where he is the main focus of the movie? Get Shorty. He was just like he
was a backup character.
He was a backup character.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I mean, Super Pets. He's
Super Pets. There you go.
Yeah.
Super Pets, right?
It just came out like last week, man. Shit. Jumanji
was mids. Jumanji was mids, bro.
Yeah, it was
the original. The original was better.
Yo, like no shitting on him. Like, dude, Doom was horrible. I fucking tell everybody to this day.
Yo, every movie he is the main character. It's horrible, bro. Let's just face facts. Let's call a spade, bro. This is not going to be any different. How many movies How many movies? What was the movie where he
Dwayne-
had like one
Dwayne-
leg? Didn't this
The
motherfucker have
Rundown.
like he had? Okay, I'll give you that. The rundown, was
Rundown was
decent.
good.
The rundown was decent.
Yeah.
I'll give you the rundown was decent.
He's a good action guy, dude. Like he's just a good action star. We're not looking for fucking Emmy or an Oscar-winning fucking Interview with a Vampire, Brad Pitt shit. We're not. He's just an action guy.
All right, and all of those movies we're naming were action movies, and they all suck.
Well, I mean, Black Adam's an action movie. Like this kind of fits his MO.
And I said the action movies that you're in, they suck. So if you're giving him another action movie, it's gonna suck.
I think he's gonna do all right. And the reason why is because right now DC is just throwing fucking curveballs everywhere.
That actually makes me more scared because they're just throwing shit at us.
No.
There's no rhyme or reason, Chris.
Yeah,
there's no rhyme or reason.
You know what makes me scared for the DC universe is what there's so many people are excited for about that shit that happened today.
Yeah.
Which was Ben Affleck was just hanging out at the Aquaman 2.
Moana was his best movie. That was his best movie. That was the Darius. Thank you very much. Moana, a fucking animated movie, was his best movie, bro.
Hey man, they called Super Friends or was Super Pets. He animated movies he does well. There was a lot of people that were super hype and talking about it today where they saw Ben Affleck on the set of Aquaman 2.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, fuck yeah, let's go. I still don't understand what it was Skyscraper. That's the movie
where you had with the one leg and shit.
Yeah, the
Come
one
on,
leg
bro.
and shit. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
One leg, man. Give the man a chance.
He has got one leg and he's diving in fucking skyscrapers from window to window and shit.
He had to act like he didn't have a leg. They had to green screen that shit on. He got to finally work a green screen. The whole rest of the goddamn movie's green screen. They just added to his fucking leg. Why did they put him with one leg? Was it like based on a real event or what?
You're asking me, bro. I honestly you're asking me. I didn't even watch the fucking fuck you asking me
on the Rock's acting career, dude. I am not looking up that IMDb shit, dude.
Oh my god.
That's fucking funny.
I have no faith in any movie.
Robert, you're gonna have to tell me because you're a big Rock fan. You're fucking. Why did he have a fucking missing leg? Was it based on an actual dude or what? I need to know now. So Black Adam. All right, great. We also got. Oh, you know what? The other trailer that I didn't get to pick out. Well, we'll check it out in a bit. They also released a new Shazam trailer.
Yeah.
So again, are they putting these two dudes together yet?
Now I'm looking. I actually put this this poll on our page on Instagram, and I was like, which movie are you looking forward to the most, Black Adam or Shazam 2? And a lot of people were saying Black Adam, but me personally, I'm looking forward to Shazam. Yo, the first Shazam was awesome. I love it.
We got to see the Dungeons and Dragons trailer last week, Mike, but we'll put it on again, man. We'll fucking check
we'll watch it again. Fuck it.
We'll watch it again. For you, Mike, anything.
Yeah, for you, Mike. We'll watch it. I'll watch it. I liked it. But
I'll watch the shit out of that trailer.
But yeah, a lot of people were saying that they were looking forward to the Black Adam movie. And to be honest with you, Shazam 2 is the answer. Shazam was one of the better
right there.
DC.
Darius comments about to say what you're about to say.
Yeah.
It was a fun fucking film.
That was a good movie. And that was honestly one of DC's
best.
And honestly, I wasn't looking forward to it at all. Like, I was not looking forward to that movie at all. And that was a pleasant surprise.
I mean, the only thing I was waiting for was for him to just not even kidding. The only expectation I had for Shazam was to see him jump off a building and yell Shazam.
And you got it.
That was my only expectation. And boy, I got a lot more, man. Zachary, whatever the fuck his name is, he literally brought Billy Batson to life, and it was really, really good. It was fun. It's comedic tropes were there. Everything was good. And we're getting a part 2, and I'm good with that. I'm good with that. But again, I talked about this a long time ago where it feels so disjointed from the DC universe as a whole that it was more refreshing to see it than it was to think how are you going to put this guy in a Justice League movie? Mm-hmm. How are you going to think about it? Everyone right now is restore the Snyderverse, but how are you going to put a character like Billy Batson from Shazam in a Snyderverse film? There's no comedic opportunity for him to even carry that film. The Flash, Ezra Miller's a fucking weirdo, dude. Of course he's going to make some weird jokes. He'll make that shit work. But I don't know, man. There was just something about it. I didn't feel comfortable with it. Like, I think right now the thing is there's so much going on about restore the Snyderverse again.
Yeah.
So much. I'm so tired of it. I really am. Jim Lee came out, the guy that's in charge of DC, and he's like, the Snyderverse idea, like that's done. That's done and done. But they're spending millions of fucking dollars on keeping Aquaman 2 and keeping the Flash, which is literally the Snyder fucking verse characters. And then today, fucking social media fireworks, Ben Affleck seen on set. And it's like, Jim Lee, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you doing, man? Like,
that's a easy answer, and they're fucked. They were a lot was riding on this Flash movie.
The Flash
a lot.
movie, yeah.
They're fucked. So it's one of those situations where it's like break in case of an emergency, and they had to pull out the Ben Affleck. Like, here, bro, we need you really quick. Like, we need you to come over here and help us save this shit. And I think that's what that is.
So there's a
break in case of emergency.
Yeah, and that break, that piece behind the glasses is a Snyderverse. Like, Jim Lee's gonna look like a fucking idiot if he does that shit. But what else does he got? Like the Shazam, like, yeah, you could technically say, you can't do that.
You can't base your DCEU around Shazam. I would love for that to happen, but it's been, listen, we're focusing on the Flash shit. But if you really,
anyways, because at the ending of the Shazam film, they put the tonation that Clark Kent Superman, the Henry Cavill Superman, was the guy that went to go eat lunch with him.
Well, we don't know that because we didn't see it.
Well, yeah, they just didn't show his face, but the suit was literally the suit from that universe.
My thing is that you can't base your DCU around Shazam, because fuck the Flash, right? Let's just take the Flash movie out of let's take that out of the equation. The DCU was already in the shitter as is, even without the Flash. So you can't build your DCEU around a movie like Shazam. I don't see how you're able to do that. You're gonna need one of the heavy hitters to take care of that, to carry the torch.
Yeah, and Shazam's not the character that everyone's like. Look, watch.
Nobody knows Shazam.
Yeah,
nobody knows Shazam.
Darius makes a good point. He says, if Henry Cavill gets James Bond, what happens to the DCEU? Like, I know that Henry Cavill himself as an actor would be like, well, I could do both. He already made the comment saying that he would both do Marvel and DC if given the opportunity. So we know that he's not an actor to say no.
Yeah.
And he understands the role of Superman. He understands it, and he loves that role. Like, the dude literally embodies Superman every day of his life. Like, the dude is the dude. Like, he's the king. He's the king.
We had this conversation last week.
That is Superman.
When we had the conversation about him, like the rumors about him coming out at San Diego Comic-Con, that was my arguing point, is you need someone like Superman. You need someone like Henry Cavill to come out and lead the charge.
I mean, dude, look, even it won't work with Wonder Woman. But if you were to do Ben Affleck or Henry Cavill,
I think Gal Gadot could do it as well.
Gadot, you think so?
I think she could do it as well. But you need a heavy hitter. You need Wonder Woman.
The only thing that she said was, if they don't get rid of like some director dude, like, I'm gonna walk, and she never walked.
I mean, but did you see Wonder Woman 84?
It was bad.
It was really bad. You can't really hinge it off of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, at least I can see them doing with Aquaman, because you know what? It's like the perfect storm, because the last movie made like $1 billion. Everyone loves Jason Momoa, whatever the fuck his name is, Momoa, whatever. And you're putting Ben Affleck in there, so you could usher in, you could spearhead this with Aquaman. Why not? Yeah,
maybe
that's why they're doing it.
Yeah, I mean, Jason Momoa is a lifer. We know he ain't going anywhere. The only thing that dude's gonna do next is just beer commercials. Like, that's it. He ain't getting no other gigs.
That's a great point though, Mike. Cavill is getting more busier, so if they're gonna do it, they gotta lock him down now.
Enola Holmes was such a great film.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, it's worth the watch. It really, really is a good film. Enola Holmes, that's with Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things and Henry Cavill. Super good story. Darius says, I'm not a comic book person, but I liked Aquaman a lot.
Aquaman was dope.
It has one of those Superman and Batman for one of these films. But it has to be. It's true. And right now, the big talks is Ben Affleck was seen on the set of Aquaman 2.
Yeah. And again, you have to. It's one of those break in case of emergency. It's a fucking emergency right now over there at DC.
So does that mean that they're moving forward with like Ezra Miller still as the Flash?
That I can't tell you. They can't even tell you.
Dude, literally, we had like the biggest convention, and DC was like, nah, we're just going to show up in the parking lot and bounce, like prom or whatever. Like, they showed up and they were like, yo, here's The Rock. And he brought his trailer on his,
here's
on his
The Rock,
iPad
bro.
Nano, fucking iPad 7. He brought they gave him some old ass gear and shit. He brought the trailer to show you all on his Switch, the first generation, because we don't want to buy him the new one.
The first gen.
First gen Switch and shit. Yeah, DC Warner Brothers was like, nah, we didn't have it. We didn't even buy a table. We gave away all our fucking VIP passes. Like, we ain't even showing up. Like, they literally brought, of course, like we said, Black Adam, and we're gonna check out the Shazam trailer right now in a little bit.
Put it on. Yeah, put it now.
You want to check it out real quick?
Yeah, man.
All right, let's get it. Let me go ahead and put it up real fast. All right, it's good to go.
Let's give DC their
Let's give them their time. Let's give them their time.
Let's give them their time to shine. Hell yeah.
We're gonna put them up in the Average Boys podcast. Don't worry, DC. We're gonna help you out. We're gonna
motherfuckers.
Motherfuckers
came
with views, DC.
They came with 2 trailers. Isn't that some poor ass shit, bro? They came with 2 fucking. They came with 2 trailers.
Okay, I'm gonna raise this up a little bit more. Let me go back a little bit.
I'm an idiot.
It's showtime!
I don't deserve these powers, if I'm being honest. Like, what am I even contributing? Ow! There's already a superhero with a red suit with a lightning bolt on it.
Yo, and they're giving reference to goddamn Ezra Miller. They should ship him in his barn with all his fucking beating up kids and shit.
Just me.
I love that. Look, how he's like on fire and shit.
I feel like a fraud. It doesn't matter. Anyway, the wizard gave me superpowers.
That's fucking wild about that. And that's exactly what I wanted.
To fight crime? Okay.
Now everyone's kind of like doing their own thing, and I'm the only one trying to keep it together.
You understand?
I love this guy.
Pediatrician.
This guy?
Yeah, I love this guy. I love him in everything. Oh, is that Annabelle?
What the
dude, that was Annabelle, dude. I'm not like that's Annabelle.
Yeah, you're not wrong. What the fuck? Look, there's Robin, Green Lantern, Batman. Is this Power Girl? Is that Diana's daughter?
Wonder Woman.
And there's Wonder Woman. And yeah, you're not wrong. Annabelle and Batman's like, yo, what's up, girl? And Wonder Woman, of course.
Why the fuck is Annabelle just sitting there?
Warner Brothers. And is it Warner Brothers property?
I thought I don't know. Maybe.
Even funnier is that he's a pediatric doctor
with the Annabelle.
Pediatric therapist with an Annabelle doll. Wow, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, no, that's Warner Brothers. Annabelle. Yeah.
There you go. She's the new Superman, dude.
Son of a bitch.
Bet. Let's go.
Right?
Come on! Now let's get down to business.
Olympus? Okay.
The fate of your world depends on it. The daughters of Atlas are coming for you.
That lady's really old.
Children stole the power of all the gods. This is very personal, Billy.
Look, I might not have as much experience as you because I'm not super old like you, but I've seen all of the Fast and the Furious movies, lady. It's all about family.
Yo, that suit looks so good, though.
Family!
Yeah,
guys, that was the signal. Introducing the star of our show. His name is Shazam!
You're looking at the big guy. I was looking at the big guy, too.
Your world will not
survive. Like a badass.
I don't know how we fight powers like this.
You think I know how to fix this, dude, but I really don't.
Everyone can be worthy. Let's give it a chance. Now go fight for your family. Go fight for the world.
Fucking Vin Diesel just comes out. Fast and Furious. Shazam.
I just threw a truck at a dragon. I love my life.
Okay.
I think that's gonna be better than Black Adam. I'm saying that right now.
I think the comedy will hit better. And nothing.
And I love the fact that they don't take Shazam serious at all. And I love them acknowledging there's really no acknowledgement of any other there's no acknowledgement of the DCEU and really in any other DC movie. This movie like takes liberties with it. Like they enjoy the fact that
fun with it.
Yeah, they actually enjoy the fact that there's other superheroes that we love and we know out there running around. I love that aspect. And honestly, I don't think I've seen that trailer, and I just caught that Annabelle shit, and I did not know.
That was fast as fuck, dude.
That was weird. Like that was super weird.
That was a good call. That was a good call. Darius says, I'm not a comic book person, but I like Doc. Okay, we saw that earlier. Mike says, I'm saying Ezra gets Flash pointed out and replaced. Yeah, most definitely he's going to get replaced. Most definitely. I just don't know if it's going to be in this movie or they're going to wait 4 other fucking films. Darius says, just do one of them. Nobody taking films with a retired Batman. It'd be awesome. Hey, that doesn't sound too bad. Like a very old school, like Batman being like the old, like, what was that? Batman Beyond? That's where he was like the older Batman, right?
Yeah, but I think we're getting that. I think we're getting a version of that with
Batgirl.
With Batgirl.
Yeah. Darius says, I am a Philistine for everything. Oh, I am what? Philistine for enjoying the DC films output in the last few years over Marvel. I don't know.
Yeah, because there's nothing that DC has put out that's better than.
Yeah, there's nothing. Not right now.
I think maybe the Snyder cut, but again, I don't listen.
Film, it had to be.
I don't exactly.
Yeah,
Thank you, Chris. Like we talk about this shit all the time.
Yeah.
That was the cheat code. Like the only movie we're talking about in the DCU personally, and I honestly didn't mind Batman v Superman, by the way.
Yeah.
But is the Snyder cut, and that was a cheat code. He had 4 fucking hours.
Yeah, there's no way you can fuck up a 4-hour movie.
Endless amount of fucking footage. Like whatever. But everything else, I'm giving it to Marvel.
Mike jumps in with The Conjuring. The WB owns it. Darius then says, so they're making him like Thor and more a comedy hero.
He's always a comedy hero.
Yeah, he's 15. He's gonna be witty. He's gonna be a little kid. With a constant cycle of having to prove that he's worthy of his powers. Well, that's the thing is like Shazam, but Billy Batson doesn't have to prove that he's worthy of his powers. Like he doesn't get, there's no like, he doesn't get reprimanded if he's not worthy. He can be a shit kid if he wanted to. Like he can go around. That's why like in the first film, he starts doing fucking parlor tricks to make money and he's doing a bunch of shit. But it's him realizing that it's more of a Spider-Man responsibility with power or whatever. Great power comes responsibility more than it is the Thor of worthiness, right? That's what I kind of feel like. It's more like Shazam kind of to me plays off of a more of a Peter Parker-esque, but he's more of like a bad kid. And then he becomes a better person. Shazam, 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Yeah, I mean, it was better than Black Adam, I'll tell you that much. You know what? Okay, did it not trip you out that The Rock in all his glory, like literally fucking buffooned Hawkman's fucking magical club, dude? Like if he was like a paper,
he's gonna take him. Yeah,
that was wild. They didn't even give Hawkman a chance.
He's gonna tank Hawkman. That's why I'm not looking forward to that movie. But like, I do think that what Mike said right here is an interesting thing to say. He said, now I will defend the DCEU shows. Peacemaker rocked a lot of Marvel shows. I
definitely
liked Peacemaker, but I can argue that. Because you have Peacemaker, and then what? What other shows do they have?
All the
not animated.
Yeah, shows.
You have Peacemaker, and then that's it. Marvel has everything else, and there's shows that Marvel has that are like better than Peacemaker. Like I will watch Loki before I watch Peacemaker.
And you know what's even crazier? Like my brother just showed me a show today called like Gotham Knights or whatever, and it's about this kid named Troy, who's the son of Bruce Wayne, who Bruce Wayne then dies, and him and the Joker's daughter and two other dudes got to figure out who killed. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
See,
you know what I'm talking about?
What's that?
The Gotham Knights trailer. Have you seen this shit?
I've never seen it, Mike. I knew. See, that's the reason why I made sure I said not animated, because that's giving you guys an out. Not animated. All right.
So I can find
Marvel has some really good shows, but they have so many that you guys can pick and choose which ones you want to shit on and which ones you don't want to shit on. And
okay, so this is going to be a sidewinder. This is an extra trailer. This came out, I want to say almost like 5 or 6 months ago, and it's a TV show from the CW. And I want to get you guys' opinion on this. I just saw it today. Someone showed it to me, and I was like, nah, I'm not really about it. But then they were like, you're overreacting. You're not even giving it a chance. And I didn't want to give it a chance, but I'm going to let you guys watch it. And you guys tell me, being fans of Batman and comics, what you guys think of just the premise of the show.
There are 30 other rooms in this place to hook up.
Mom, I swear we were just talking.
Thanks.
Harry, we have to drink together?
Right, sorry.
Oh, somebody broke into
Is the
good
volume
stuff.
okay?
Your dad gonna be okay with that?
I can hear it.
Listen, it's a questionable choices. Everybody relax. I got this.
Harvey. Turner. It's your
Castiel.
father. He's dead. I have to ask you, did you know he was Batman?
You don't have to keep the secret any longer. It must be a relief.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Relief.
My father believed that each of us could become a light and bring a new dawn to Gotham.
Can't imagine what you must be going through. I am gonna find who did this.
It's just the latest in an epidemic of violence since the demise of the Dark Knight.
To wonder who will protect Gotham now that Batman is dead.
We have 3 suspects in custody.
Pressure fingerprints on the gun that killed Bruce Wayne.
That's not what happened.
We were paid to break into his office, not kill him.
It's like a museum had sex with a bank vault.
You're just trying to get us to turn on each other.
My brother walks.
I'm trying to get the truth. Are you really the Joker's daughter?
I would like to speak with my legal counsel.
And you shouldn't have shot in her kneecap.
Turner, there's one more suspect.
They think they killed my dad because I wanted his money?
Hey, I'm sorry.
Oh, look, it's the Bat Brat.
He's wearing a turtleneck. He's got to be a
We
Wayne.
didn't kill your dad any more than you did.
They don't care if we're innocent.
Time to pick a side.
What the hell are you doing?
Well, I'm trying to get these cuffs undone, and it's not working. Colin and Harper had no problem getting theirs off.
He's in on it. They all are.
You just made my job easier.
Who the hell are you?
Harry Kelly?
Wait, I know you. From Trig.
That was Batman.
I became his eyes and ears. Or Robin.
We can't prove we're not killers by killing someone.
We have to stick together, find who really killed my dad, and clear our names. Because we all deserve justice. Hunt down these fugitives. They'll be looking for us in every alley, every dark corner of the city. There's one thing they don't have. A bat cave.
Oh my god.
That fucking Party City Batman mask they just found and shit.
You're probably the only person.
You brought the Batmobile, right?
No. My mom's car. Gonna be a tight squeeze.
I call shotgun!
Okay.
You and whoever told you about this show are probably the only 2 people left on the planet that is still falling for the old CW bullshit.
Oh no, I am not about this show. I am a million degrees in the opposite direction of liking this show. I don't understand. Okay, so Dude, you saw it, dude. It's got to be a banger because Castiel from Supernatural is in it. You have Misha Collins, the fucking angel himself. He was in Supernatural. Now here he is, Harvey Dent. As we all know, to people who read the comics, is of course Two-Face. 10 out of 10. Thank you, Alex. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. The Joker's daughter's in it. Hey, we got reference to the Joker. We got Tyler, dude. Remember Tyler, the Batman's son kid? Yeah, I don't know who the fuck any of these people are, dude. Carrie Kelly, I do know that is the character that becomes the female Robin in The Dark Knight Returns. She's also a redhead originally in the story. Now she's played by a black girl, which is cool. The actress is doing pretty cool. She seems very nice. She seems like she's hyped about it, but this show is weird as fuck.
I was turned off as soon as I saw that it was on the CW.
You're like, I saw the CW and I was like, yo, didn't that shit get sold to like Toys R Us? It's out. It's out of here. Okay, so
every show that's on the CW gets canceled. Every last one of them because they're not good. So
okay, so
I like the premise. I like the premise. I just don't think they're gonna execute this well at all.
Well, I mean, okay. What do you think the story's about so far? I mean, that was a long fucking trailer.
It was
fucking. I thought that was a whole ass episode.
No, I mean it tells you
what
it
did
is.
you get from that trailer?
I got that Bruce Wayne is dead, and it's gonna be like a who did it, and it's gonna take you on a ride the entire season with everyone's backstories. It may even go, episode for episode from one person to the next, explaining their backgrounds and their history with Bruce Wayne and their growing up and all that shit. And I can dissect this entire season just from that trailer, and I'm already over it. I don't want to see it. They're not gonna execute it correctly, and it's not for me.
It's a little bit weird, right? Like
I like the premise. I do like the premise. I'm a sucker for like a who did it.
Yeah,
When you physically see everyone at the same time. But this isn't gonna. I wouldn't watch this.
Darius says it's so unbelievably dumb. It sounds amazing. All right, that's a good way to put it.
It sounds good. It sounds good.
Okay, so I'm a little bit taken. I'm not at all enthralled by this. I think it's CW at its best. They have a Joker that's established. Harvey Dent is there, but he hasn't even been turned into Two-Face. And Batman is dead, which by that time in any comic book series, Two-Face has long been a supervillain of Batman, because if you go off of the Dark Knight Returns storyline, Bane storyline, the Hush story, you go off of any of them.
I was gonna say, what storyline is this?
Yeah, the Rogues Gallery is pretty much fucking established by this time. For Batman, Bruce Wayne to be outed and killed in the middle of the street, it doesn't seem like a move that Batman was like, I faked my death and here I am. And it's like, but you told everybody you're Batman, dude. Like, you told everybody you're Bruce Wayne. Like, that's not hiding your secret identity. That's you literally telling everybody who you fucking are. Yeah. Like, you're dead. You're not faking this shit. Usually it would be that Bruce Wayne dies, one of the Robins picks up the mantle to make everybody else believe that Batman's not dead, or that, you know what I mean? Like the urban legend.
Yeah.
This is literally like straight up like, no. Bruce Wayne's dead. Batman's dead. He had a son for some odd reason that he's never had other than Damian, which is with the daughter of Ra's al Ghul.
Mm-hmm.
This dude grows up as a debutante apparently, or as a playboy. Doesn't become the head of the dragons, Ra's al Ghul's grandson. Because remember the Damian story, even at Max, Damian was living with Ra's al Ghul and the mother, Talia al Ghul, like almost his whole adolescent life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so he comes in as a teenager battling against Bruce Wayne and giving him attitude. And then not only that, but Carrie Kelly's character comes in The Dark Knight Returns. So like, it's like when he fights Superman. Do you remember that? Do you remember that comic book line when he fights Superman and all that shit? He puts on the big muscle suit and all that other stuff.
No,
it's a pretty big Batman storyline. So it's all over the place. It's all over the place. So
I'm actually mad you made me watch that.
What? Shut up. I'm so mad. I can't believe you wasted my what is this fucking I saved you 4 seconds, dude.
That was so
I didn't even
stupid.
let you get past the CW. See, Alex says that was awesome. Oh man, that's so fucking that's so bad. That is so bad. Darius says, I love his dad as Batman, and whilst he's out fighting crime, he's just there with booze and sex and parties. Fucking dude, that's the life, dude. Alex says this is a universe 937. It's a whole new story. Okay. Michael
So
says,
is that what the CW universe is? The 937? Is that what that is?
I have no idea, man. I have no idea. I watched the Flash a couple times in the Arrowverse.
Or is Alex just trolling us? I think.
Yeah, Alex always trolls us. He's like 10 out of 10 CW shows. Were you ever a fan of like the originals, like for like the Arrow and the Flash series?
Arrow was cool. I lost interest in the Flash like super early.
Yeah. The Flash himself as a superhero, fantastic. His stories, though, like you can only go so far before it's like outrun and Barry. Just run faster than him. You can beat him if you run faster than him. It's like, yeah, you can only fucking run around people so much before I get tired of that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah. I just needed to get you guys' point of view because I pretty much said the exact same things you guys said. I was like, this show is stupid. And the person that was showing it to me was like, dude, you're not even giving it a chance. And I'm like, what is there to give a chance to? Like, this is bad. This is bad, but it's the CW. So, yeah. So going
I'm telling
back,
you, like 90% of the shows that are on the CW, they get canceled. Like they can't get it together. I have no faith in that show. Like it sounds cool, and I'll get to something later, but like anyone could put together a really good trailer. Yeah, I'm just not beat for that shit anymore. I've been fucking trailer fished so many times, dude. Like no, I can see through that. I can see through that bullshit.
yeah. And I mean, it's not like we don't know the track record of the CW. They may be able to start something off for like 2 episodes, but by mid-season, it starts to drop off very, very hard.
Yeah,
very, very hard.
Yeah,
I think that happened with like Gotham. It happened like that with the Flash, like
Arrow,
season 2 or 3.
Arrow, Flash, yeah, all of them.
And they all started off
Batwoman got canceled.
Mhm.
Like all of them.
Yeah, they all started off fairly well, but like, yeah, they ended up just getting to a point where, yeah, it just turned into craziness. Yeah, but Black Adam does not look all of that enticing. Shazam looks a little bit better. I feel like I'm a little bit more invested in Shazam.
Okay,
is that a better way to say it?
Yeah,
I feel like I care more. Like the Black Adam character.
Should.
There's just things about it I just don't care about. Like even in the comic books, like, yeah, he's cool. He's not talkative. He doesn't really socialize too much with any other characters. But literally, like, okay, you have a Dr. Fate who's like just casually taking off and on his helmet. I told you about that, right?
Yeah.
Where like there is this thing about the helmet, the helmet that he has to keep it on. And it's like a promise to like the god that controls the helmet. He's like super strong too. And Dr. Fate kind of dwells in that Sandman shit universe that we were watching with that other trailer earlier. So he's kind of like in that realm of stuff also with the magic and all that stuff. But yeah, man, I feel like I'm more invested in the Shazam story, even though it just seems a little sillier. Like the Shazam movie does look like a kid's superhero film, where Black Adam, of course, looks a little bit darker. It's kind of got that like Aquaman, the first movie tone.
Okay.
But how do we feel with them being all in the same universe if it continues on with like the Aquaman story? And if they bring in Affleck, do we see The Rock, and Shazam being a part of that universe also?
What do you mean they are part of the universe?
Well, I mean, right now, since it's pretty much like not conjoined, it's like we said earlier, like Shazam had Henry Cavill's Superman outfit in the ending, but it didn't show his face. There's a possibility that they're not a part of the same universe line or multiverse. So like Flashpoint Paradox, boom, combines all of these universes together. You have this Shazam, that Black Adam, you have Aquaman, a new Flash, maybe not a Ben Affleck, maybe Robert Pattinson comes in. You can bring in the Joker, Joaquin Phoenix with his musical with Harley Quinn, Lady Gaga. Like you can bring them all together because they left it very open-ended that yes, they're part of a DC universe where Batman and Warner Brothers and all that shit that we saw in the Shazam trailer, but it's not really a Snyderverse universe. You know what I mean? It hasn't really shown any of that stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's a cop out.
Yeah, I honestly, I'm lost as to what they're doing. But I'm also even more lost with the last thing that Michael Betancourt had just said to me, or said to me. He said, "Fuck me, I forgot the show. Brian, I submit Doom Patrol as another good DCEU show." So I am a master at arguing, and I have to remind you, sir, the conversation is not what are good DCEU shows. The topic is what DCEU shows would you put over Marvel shows? There is not any Marvel show I will put Doom Patrol over. Not one.
Oh yeah, not one. Even Iron Man's better. Or Iron
Not
Fist.
not one. So although I do like Doom Patrol, DC just doesn't have the manpower ultimately all across the board, whether it be shows, movies. The only thing they have,
The only thing they got going for is the animated.
Animation,
and even that's getting a little rocky.
Animation and the video games. I'll give them video games as well, because Marvel video games are trash. Marvel video games are trash. So I will give DC, I will give them animation, and I'll give them video games. Now, depending on how Marvel comes out with this lineup of animation that they got coming up with, DC may take a backseat to that as well.
Yep.
So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean that's a really, really good point. I'm not gonna lie. So what are we rating these trailers? Shazam or Black Adam first? Shazam second.
Personally. Yeah. I'm looking forward to Shazam first and Black Adam probably 100 lines down.
Degrees in the other direction.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to that movie at all.
Yo, I'm a pretty big comic book guy myself, and I don't recognize any of the other superheroes other than Hawkeye or Hawkman and Dr. Fate.
I was gonna ask you if you could tell me, because
I know. Okay, I know that Adam is there, which is the dude that can. He's like Ant-Man.
He's Ant-Man. Yeah,
he's the dude that looks like a big.
And we saw him. And we saw him in what was it?
Justice League.
Justice League. We saw
Unlimited.
him,
Justice League Unlimited.
No, we saw him in the Justice League movie. He was in the Justice League movie. Yeah, he was.
Holy shit!
The Asian guy. He was introduced in.
He was introduced. Yeah. Okay, yeah, but he wasn't powered up. I was thinking like as a meta already. No. You're right. You're absolutely correct. Yeah, man. But that's interesting that he's in the trailer. I don't know who the other chick is that's like in slow-mo mode, like with red hair, and I don't know who the other guy is. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same court as they are. Shazam, I'm not even going that high. Maybe a 6, a 7, maybe. Black Adam, like a 5. For some reason, the only trailer I had a high rating for before it got fucking stupid was the Flash movie. That was it. Like I was up there. I was like, dude, this is an 8 out of 10. I don't care. There's 2 Ezra Millers. I don't care if they make one of them the evil one and he's got to fight himself. I'm about this life. I so need a Flash movie.
We got the OG Batman and shit.
And then he just goes off and starts choking motherfuckers and beating up people at a Chick-fil-A and fucking eating people in Hawaii. I'm tired of him, dude. I just want to move to wherever he is and just punch him in the mouth, dude. I don't even give a fuck anymore. Like, I don't even care if I get arrested. I'm just fucking about this life.
God damn you, Ezra Miller. What a way to fuck that up.
A bitch.
So what are your scores? Tell me. What do you
got? Black Adam, I'm gonna say is about a 5. Highly not too interested. What's up, Lemon? How you doing, my dude? There's only one Shazam and Shaq. Shaq kicked ass. Good call, my dude. Good call. He's Steel though, man. He's Steel. He's the banister. He's Steel. And that was
I was pissed. I was pissed about that, by the way.
Yo, should bring him back. DCU, man. Fucking Flashpoint Paradox. Put him back in that costume. Put him back.
Yo, I had begged. Because even if you were a casual comic book fan, the death of Superman was like huge.
It was huge. It was
like that was
fucking huge.
Like that was huge.
National news. People cried. People did fucking candlelight visuals at their city halls. Like, and it was nuts.
And when they came out with the 4 different Superman that came out, I begged, and the only person I can talk to about this was my uncle, because my mom couldn't understand what the fuck I was talking about. I begged him to take me to the comic book store so that I can buy all 4 of them. And my favorite one was the Man of Steel. And what they did to that character in that movie, I can't ever.
You're
again.
gonna have to send that complaint
Fuck
to
Shaq.
Shaq. Yeah,
Fuck
he
Shaq.
was the guy that really wanted that movie. He like practically wrote the script.
Fuck Shaq.
Like he's a really big fan of Superman, man. Like he is.
No,
too,
I
like,
get it.
I get it. Like he had the money to make some shit happen, and
but that is one of my favorite comic
John
books
Henry?
of all time. Yeah, the John Henry.
Yeah, man.
Like
I love it.
that
Man.
was
he's fantastic, dude.
That was one of my favorite comic books, and he just destroyed that. He destroyed it.
I remember every time, and I'm not even lying. He was one of my favorite characters in that whole entire series because you had the Eradicator, you had you had Superboy, of course. Like fucking Superboy, the best.
The kid. And he was my second favorite. The kid.
Yeah, he's the best. But he was just like attitude-y funny. Like
I liked.
And then you find out, dude. That's why I don't understand all this shit about like this SJW movement. That was the first character to have 2 dads.
Okay.
It was Lex Luthor and Clark Kent that are his fucking dads. He had 2 dads. And a lot of people don't take that shit into consideration. So whatever, man. They don't even read comics. I don't give a fuck. So they got it in. We loved him. I love Superboy. That Superboy was like the best.
He was.
I remember he had his cool little Jerry curl. He had his fucking
his jacket. His jacket.
He's got his
bro.
cool gloves.
Hell yeah, bro.
He wore the fucking Captain Marvel outfit before Carol Danvers did. Like he had it, dude. He had it going on. He was cool, man. I love that kid. And then you had the half cyborg Superman, which ended up being, I won't ruin it for you if you haven't. No spoilers here, but if you haven't read it in the last fucking 20 years, you're kind of behind. But I won't ruin it for you. They do have the animated series, which does do a pretty solid justice for it. They do take some freedoms for the animated series, but it is pretty good. I recommend it. John Henry was one of my favorites, and I remember I would get so scared every time he'd go in there because I know he was just wearing a metal outfit.
Yeah.
And I would be so scared with every superhero he fought, but he was so fucking amazingly written. Like he literally embodied what Superman was in that time. Like the Boy Scout, the straight honorable hero. Like it was literally.
Mike's got a point. That shit came out in like 95.
Yeah, that's what I was like. No fucking spoilers. I said no spoilers. You're kind of behind. But yeah, man, John Henry was literally one of my fucking favorite.
That was perfectly written. As a kid, as a teenager, you could tell that was just great writing, and I loved it. Yeah.
But I do recommend it. They do have it on HBO Max. If you go check it out, they got The Death and the Life of Superman. It's very, very well written. Go check it out. Super worth the watch. And if you do get an opportunity and you have Comixology or anything like that, and you get the opportunity to actually read the comics, of course, the source material is going to be so much more better.
I wish I still had those fucking comics, bro. I had all of them.
You would have been a thousandaire by now, dude.
I
mean, not a millionaire, but at least a thousandaire.
I'll take it. I had them all, bro, and I begged. I actually had to work my ass off to buy them myself, bro. That was a good time in my life, man.
That was when comic books are comic books, man.
Yes, bro. And you can just always go to they were still comic book stores. Like you still have comic book stores around here or there, but back then you could go. There's multiple comic book places.
They're a lot more dire nowadays because the sales have gone down. Yeah, but hopefully
we can just use your phone. You go on your phone and read a comic,
and you can
now,
watch it straight from there. Yeah, mostly everything's digital. Man, what a good down memory lane, man. I'm not gonna lie, that was really, really cool.
That was great. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, but my ratings for Shazam and Black Adam's probably gonna be at a 5.5. The only thing I'd kind of be excited to watch is just to see, like, just the action, I guess, like the explosions, and to see what spectacle they're gonna do
for Black Adam.
Yeah, that's literally all. I don't care about him talking. I don't care about him trying to tell me he loves somebody. Like, I'm just gonna be like, yo, do you shoot lasers out of your eyes, or what do you do? Oh, you fly and punch things? Go, just fly, punch things. Let me see. That's it. Zachary Levi as Shazam and the rest of his family. There is a pretty good dynamic with each of the characters. They all did fairly well. The kids and the adults playing the Shazam family, they did fairly well. Tell me you weren't all checking out the big boy in the Shazam family turn into his built-ass self. That was my dude right there, the chubby kid. I love that dude. He's so funny. The whole family's good. I'm a little bit more excited about that, but I'm not excited for the DCEU, so I'm gonna give it probably about a 7. So I'm just not excited because it's almost like it's, to me, the Shazam movie and the Black Adam movie are equivalent to Joaquin Phoenix and getting a Joker 2, them making it a musical, them putting Lady Gaga, them fucking putting everybody sponsored by Razer, have everybody wearing Converse Batman shoes, put in the I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck about any of that shit. They're talking about making the Joker Part 2 a musical, and I'm like, dude, you've already made it a fucking joke itself. Like, make us a real DC universe. Like, quit fucking around with all of this shit and make it really happen. Like, I'm sorry.
I think it's no. I love it when you go on a rant. It's documented that you just don't like the Joker movie. I actually like that movie. I thought it was.
It's okay. It's for what it's worth. It's okay. I think they could have been a little bit more subtle with them calling him the Joker and all this shit. They could have just named it Arthur and had it more of like a guessing game to who he was. And I think that would have built more for the urban legend who the Joker is. Naming him the Joker, calling him the Joker, giving him his own, where he names himself on a stage, I am the Joker, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm not for that, man, because it has nothing to do about the Joker character. It's just like a random telling. And then when you approach the director and you're like, hey, this doesn't make sense for the character, what's up? And he's like, oh, it's because I'm an artist and I'm an abstract painter and it's not supposed to make sense, because if it makes sense, then I'm not get the fuck out of here. If you can't write, you can't write. I get it. Like, stick to your guns, bro. Like, don't give me that shit. I don't know. Like, it's one thing when they approach him and they say, man, dude, that was an amazing story. The Joker was awesome. And he's like, yeah, man, I love the Joker. He's a cool character, Batman villain. And then when someone's like, hey, dude, why did your Joker do this when he doesn't do that in the comics? It was shit and this, that. And he's like, well, it's not supposed to be the Joker. It's an interpreted. Fuck out of here, dude. Like, make up your mind. Like, I saw a bunch of interviews, dude, and I was not having it anymore. But the movie itself, called Arthur, is good. The movie itself, great. But as a Joker film, it's just not for me.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. I am on the other side of the spectrum. I thought it was a fucking great movie. And as long as they don't make the second one a musical, I'm looking forward to the second one.
That's literally what they're saying. Why? I guarantee you've heard it.
No, I mean, I know, I've heard it, but I mean, dude, this movie made a lot of fucking money. If I can find it, it made a lot of fucking money. So why fuck that up?
Yeah. Why go in some weird direction?
It's not broke. It's not broke. Don't fix it. Keep it the way that it is. That's all I gotta say about that.
Maybe they're gonna do it because of the popularity that the dancing scene got, that he got walking down the stairs, and they're like, hey, we should just do the whole ass movie like that.
All right,
we'll just have a fucking 2.5 hour movie of him walking down the stairs dancing.
I can tell you, all right. Well, you guys can do that if you want, but I'm not watching a musical with fucking Joaquin Phoenix. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, so. It's weird. When I heard about that the last time, I was like, that's probably gonna be where I'm just like, white flag. I give up. I'm not gonna watch this shit. I'll let everybody else watch it. I'll wait for the streaming service.
And it's Todd Phillips, so it's gonna be mad weird. It's gonna be like a 2.5 hour musical with Joaquin Phoenix, directed by Todd Phillips. No thanks, bro.
It's gonna be like one of those like European films that's all like,
I'm good. Yeah, I'm
white beaches, a fire, and then all of a sudden like a lamppost, and then at the end it just says Finn. Like it's just like one of those like, oh, it's artistic. You don't get it because you're not one with the seashells or some shit. Whatever, dude. I don't give a fuck, man.
So are we done with trailers, or what else we got, bro?
We got one more.
The one.
We got the one.
We got the one.
All right.
We got the one. All right, let's do this. I'm ready.
We're gonna add 2 more extra numbers to the 51 million views that this trailer got. It itself, in 2 minutes and 11 seconds, by far is the best thing that's come out of Phase 4.
And this is considered a teaser. No, this is a full-blown fucking trailer. Yeah. This is a trailer.
Brian went and saw. What did you watch after you saw this? You saw a bunch of reaction trailers?
I saw a bunch of reaction videos, yeah.
Which I guarantee a bunch of all of us literally probably did the same goddamn thing because we needed to. I think it's like a necessity because we want to see other people's joy and we want to see them, I don't know, experience it all together. I don't know. This is like it's like a unit mind. Like we all want to experience this together.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be able to watch this, which is something super cool that we've been able to do, which is jumping on these trailers with everybody here in the comment section and with Brian, of course, my dude. Here we go. We're gonna set this up real quick for Black Panther 2. Here we go. This is so beautifully done already. It's like Avatar.
Don't shed no tear. No woman, no cry. Good friends we have, and good friends we
So obviously that's like his funeral, right? You think so?
Yeah.
Been hearing a lot that they're gonna make him sick or make him ill, and that's how.
That's probably what they're gonna do with.
Yeah. This is dope. I like this part right here.
He's got his little
The
fucking
part that
feathers
Namor
on his
was-
feet.
yeah.
Look at his little wings, dude.
So he's a fucking mutant, right? They're gonna make him a mutant.
Supposed to be. Yo, he looks so. Man, remember we were talking about it? We were like, dude, there's no way
Yeah.
this is gonna work. And it. I didn't know how they were gonna.
I don't want to hear a fucking thing from you, bro.
Yeah. I was there, dude.
I don't
was
want to
there.
hear a fucking thing.
I said
bro.
I was not hyped about this, but he sold it, man. There's Riri Williams. Is that like that's gotta be like an okay? That's his place.
That's this place. Yeah.
And my entire family is gone. Have I not given everything?
Ironheart. And when I wake up, bro, I want. All right. Do you mind if I go first, really quick?
Did we go what? Yeah. Hell yeah. Go ahead. All
right. So there's one part of me. First off, that's probably one of the best trailers I've ever seen in my life. Let's just throw that out there, number one. But I really want this movie to do well. I think even if it's remotely good, it's gonna break records. Like this movie is gonna break everything. And I just want people to get ready for that. Like this movie is going to break numbers. You thought the last one broke numbers. This one's probably going to break a lot of fucking numbers. And if it's good, hold on to your fucking pants, bro. But I am just so jaded from watching good trailers and then seeing shit movies. And then especially knowing what we know that was going on behind the scenes. I don't know what to make of this. I don't know what to make. Since the beginning of this movie being made, we have heard, or I have heard, that this has been a shit show. It's been a shit show making this movie. So I hope to God I'm not getting trailer fished again. I really do. I need this movie to be good for Chadwick, for a lot of people in this world, and just I need this movie to be good. But that was a great trailer. That was a 10 out of 10. That was a 10 out of 10.
So I think this movie is going to be better than Quantumania. I think Marvel is sleeping on the wrong plan, and I think the story that they're going to make between the Atlanteans, whatever they're going to call them, and the Wakandan Nation is going to probably be the best on the ground story since Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Since the Winter Soldier movie. This is a movie that I think Kevin Feige was like, hey, look, no fucking around. We are not doing the let's make, you know, the SJW or the politics or anything. We're not doing anything like that. This is us doing an epic. This is us doing a James Cameron. This is us doing Avatar. This is us making a fucking Braveheart. This is us making a serious fucking film. Nobody fuck around. There's not going to be a lot of comedy, maybe a little bit of on the sleeve, kind of like 1 or 2 moments. But other than that, this is 100% no fucking around from the very beginning.
Yeah, it's gonna be a serious movie.
So my theory was this is going to be right after the blip.
Okay.
And my idea is Namor feels that he already knows about the Wakanda nation. He knew it because they're the last kingdoms of like a tribal nation, just like the way the Namor people are. So when he hears that the king of that nation is gone, he automatically wants to ensue in a takeover, like a tribal thing, like conquering another kingdom.
Yeah.
But he's doing that because of Atuma, which is the big blue guy and the girl that are in the back. Because yes, they are of the Atlantean. I don't know what they're calling them. I know they said they were going to change the name to like Talokan or something like that.
Okay.
So they're not going to be called Atlanteans. They're like Talokans or there's something based on the Mayan race. So I think it's cool. It kind of removes itself from the whole Aquaman Atlantean name getting pushed out and this and that. And I said it before. I'll say it again. I will easily eat my words and say that the character design for the Mayan race that lives underwater, I'm sold on it. It looks fucking fantastic. I didn't think it was going to work because, I mean, it just didn't make any sense to me at the time. I saw a couple of weeks ago, we had gotten a cool trailer or a cool picture of him. And I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. You know, some, you know, chest armor, you know, some little stuff. Seeing the wings on his feet.
I can't fucking believe you, bro.
Oh yeah, I believe me because I didn't believe that Marvel was going to do something like this.
Months.
Yeah, months ago. I'm straight. I mean,
months, sir. We had like damn near full-blown arguments over this shit.
Yeah. Well, okay.
I'm trying to convince you
so
this is a good thing.
Let's go back. Because the idea wasn't the argument of, it was the argument of the Atlanteans
representation.
The representation, right? Inclusivity.
Yes.
That wasn't my big thing. I don't mind it. And I like the idea that they're putting Hispanic Latinos in Latinas in the idea of films. But it was repurposing a race that already had history in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that I had my doubts, which is them taking straight up Atlanteans that are usually Pacific Islanders, kind of like Hawaiian based. I mean, they got it pretty spot on the head when it came to like a Jason Momoa being Samoan and then Atlantean people of the water and stuff like that. It's really not a part of our culture. But the way this trailer sells the whole entire like theme of the film, it looks fucking fantastic. And what's his face? How do you say his name? Tenoch Huerta? Yeah, Tenoch Huerta.
I got nothing for
you. And we saw him before when we were like, okay. I mean, he looks a little loose and a little small. You look at the Submariner in comics, dude's built like a fucking brick house.
He's jacked, yeah.
Just seeing him and the way, like, I don't know how to explain it. That scene when he's sitting on the throne room and he looks up and he's mad, and you see that fucking like that nose piercing and shit.
Yeah.
There's something about it that you're just like, yo, this is a guy not to be fucked with.
He looks badass.
Like he looks like a fucking like a straight up like someone you would see in what's that fucking Breaking Bad, like some drug dealer from Mexico. Like he just looks like some bad motherfucker, man. He really, really does. I am really sold on it. Let me go ahead and close this off. I'm so sorry. Now I wanted to watch it again. I ain't even fucking kidding you. I wanted to put that bitch on again. A very emotional trailer, man. A lot of people online felt it. The world, I feel like it was one of those things. Yeah. What do we think's going on? Oh,
So
well,
I
okay.
don't want to spoil it because I kind of heard plot leaks and all that shit. So
Okay,
I don't
so
want to.
I'll go off of what I heard because I haven't really looked into this. All I've done is literally watching it at face value. I think it's like I said. I think it's kind of during the blip, maybe a year or two in when everyone's settled in. Um, Wakanda is dealing with the loss of not only the father but the son now. Um, they are at a loss of what is it like guidance, not guidance, but like leadership.
Yep.
And of course, Angela Bassett, the mother, comes in and she's a fucking firehouse. She's just carrying herself so well. But of course, like like a nation of like the tribal nations and stuff, they need a king. That's what the whole society of that kingdom rides on.
Yeah.
And they don't have like an heir to the throne that's the son anymore. So what do? I think there's a scene where we see M'Baku, and it looks like he's wearing the fangs, the tiger claws, the panther claws on his chest. So it looks like he's donning some type of costume that's very similar to the Black Panther, which he was the last person to challenge T'Challa for the kingdom, which means he's possibly like the next strongest character that can at least fit that role as a king, right? Because the only other character would be
Shuri.
No, not Shuri, the boyfriend of Okoye. But that actor left the production to make Nope, to film Nope.
Yeah.
So he's not. I don't think he's going to be at all in the Black Panther 2 film.
No, he's not in the movie at all.
Wow, that's crazy.
He
That's
chose.
plays such
He
a
chose.
huge role in the first one.
Yeah, he chose Nope over. Which I mean, it's his. I
It's his
would probably do the same. That's his call. But Nope was his movie. Black Panther is not his movie.
Yeah, it's
he's
a
like
supporting role.
He's a supporting role. Yeah.
Yeah, and from what I've heard, Nope is pretty good.
I still haven't seen it, and I want to see it. I've gotten so many mixed reviews. I want to see that movie.
Yeah, most definitely. I've heard. All I know is in an interview, and I posted this shit up the other day on Facebook. They were interviewing, I think Jordan Peele, right? His name's Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
They were interviewing Jordan Peele, and the guy goes, "Yeah, I saw you put the Akira bike slide reference." And all
I
he
saw
did
that today.
was giggle. He just giggles, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, I got to put that in. I'm so hyped, and right at the perfect time too." And I was like, in my mind, I was like, "What?" And then there's a little clip on the very bottom. You could see the slide in, and I was like,
I saw that.
"Fuck, I have to see this movie now."
Yeah.
Like knowing that there's another person out there that's a big fan of this fucking movie. Like, I don't even give a shit. I'm gonna go watch it now. Like, I'm gonna get my ass to the theater like this weekend to go watch that bitch.
Nice.
So I'm gonna watch it.
But I mean, speaking to your point though, I originally heard from the beginning that there is a possibility that there is going to be multiple Black Panthers in this movie. It won't just be the one.
Okay. Well, I mean that makes sense because of course at the very end we get this small, like slender body wearing something that's like it. So we all assume that it could be like either a Koye or the sister. But the idea is the sister in the comics will eventually don the costume of the Black Panther because that sticks the story. We in the movie, I mean in the comic books, I forgot how Black Panther T'Challa passes away in it. I know he's like injured or something during the flooding or something like that.
But see the kicker here in the movie is that we know that Tanisha Wright, I think that's her name.
Tanisha Wright.
Letitia Wright. She said, "Bro, I'm doing this as a favor. All right, this is not a long-term solution.
So she's not even trying to stick to it.
I'm going to do this for this one movie, and then that's it. So whatever figuring out you guys need to do, you guys need to figure it out. But I'm not going to become your Black Panther." Like she loved Chadwick, like she loved him. So she was not trying to become Black Panther. That's the reason why a whole bunch of like behind the drama shit happened. And it's been a shit show. This movie has been a shit show from the beginning. So yes, I love this trailer, but I'm still kind of
up in the air.
I'm kind of up in the air about it because I can't forget the months and months and months of shit that I've heard that's been happening behind the scene.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I mean, I do remember the thing with like the where she didn't want to get vaccinated.
She didn't want to get vaccinated.
Yeah.
She
I
got
remember
she
that
ended up-
part. I didn't even
they
know
had
about
to-
the
they
other
had-
part.
They had to stop shooting because she got hurt. And then of course she just didn't she never wanted to be Black Panther. And I'm sorry if this is spoilers or whatever, but
It's not really a spoiler, but I don't think it's really a spoiler.
she never wanted to be the Black Panther, but she agreed to do it for this one movie, and they're gonna have to figure out what they're gonna do moving forward. From what I know.
It's almost like one of those films that it's starting off to be like a curse. Like you remember those curse films like in Hollywood or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like that, man.
But they made a hell of a trailer.
It's just yeah, man.
They made a hell of a trailer though.
Yeah, man. That
It'll get
trailer
people in.
off the fucking chain. How do we feel about Riri Williams already being a part of Wakanda?
I liked it. Originally I didn't because I thought that there was gonna be there's a lot going on in this movie. The same thing with like the Thor movie and every movie of Phase 4. There's a lot going on in this movie. And I don't know if they're going to be able to develop everyone correctly, tell everyone's story, because again, you're going to have M'Baku, who's going to have a prominent role in this. And you know what that I was thinking about it? The only thing that saves your theory with me is that speech that Angela Bassett has in this trailer when she says my entire family is gone, and that's including Shuri. So she's gone somewhere. I don't know where she is, but she's gone somewhere. So this may take place during the blip, because like I said, because we said earlier, she was missing during the blip.
Yeah,
So
because I was gonna say, right, like let's say they don't do that. So we get a T'Challa and sister scene at the ending when Iron Man dies at the funeral. And he's just there casual. So they're gonna have to write in some kind of way that he ends up getting sick and passing away. Because it cannot, I don't think it'll be anything that he got it from the battlefield. Right?
Yeah, so I did hear that that's probably what they're going to do. I'm done with my theories or whatever. But yeah, they're gonna have to figure out a way on how to do that if it's not going to be the blimp. But you know what? I love the trailer. I think that
looks good.
I'm on board. Yep, I have all the faith in Ryan Coogler. There hasn't really been a movie that I haven't liked that he's made. So yeah, that was a great trailer, dude.
Yeah, the trailer fantastic. 100%. I mean, you heard me talking about this months ago where I was like, dude, Black Panther 2 for sure. All eyes on it. All eyes on it. There's so much that has to be brought up. There's so much that they have to continue on, coming that it's off of the life and death of Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna watch to see what they're gonna do, and it's more almost like a watching because everybody wants to make sure they do it right.
Yeah.
And I think they understand the gravitas of how big this is. And I think that's why it's like when you watch the trailer, there's like they're not pulling strings. Everything looks like it's gonna be solid. I like the idea of them kind of casually be going between people who want to don the mantle of the Black Panther. Like who are all stepping up to pick up the weight that T'Challa as a character had to carry. And there's people that want to do it in his honor, which would be like M'Baku. M'Baku became in the comic books, he's a villain, but in the movie at Endgame, he fought like side by side with T'Challa. It's so good on the way that Winston, the actor,
Winston Duke, yeah.
Yeah, Winston Duke, the way he carries himself as M'Baku, like it's so damn cool. Like I love his character. If you guys get a chance and you have not seen the San Diego Comic-Con panel, dude, he raised the energy in that room just coming out and everyone doing the fucking the M'Baku sounds and shit. Like, and he just did it. He does it and he carries it so well. I think we're gonna get him, of course, donning the mantle. We'll probably get Okoye in costume. And I think eventually Sherry will be the person that's going to be like, hey, you know what? Like this is what I'm supposed to be. But as a matter of fact, have you heard not the theory, but the rumor that Michael B. Jordan's going to be returning to kind of give like pointers to Sherry?
So yeah, again, this is going down like spoiler territory, but I did hear that when Shuri turns into or when she's on the journey to become the Black Panther and she goes into the what's that world
Yeah,
or
the
land?
realm, the I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, when she goes into that realm, she doesn't see T'Challa, she doesn't see T'Chaka, she sees
Killmonger.
Killmonger. And
Wow.
Killmonger has some things to say to her, and yeah, that's who she sees when she goes into that realm,
The ancestral realm.
the ancestral
The
world.
the necropolis, right? Necropolis.
I'm not sure it's called. I'm not sure exactly what it's called,
Yeah.
but yeah,
I
the
want to say the
ancestral realm.
necropolis is like the where they're at during the ceremony.
Yeah,
It's like the area of the dead for Wakanda. So, wow, that's really interesting for them to do that. Because like even the father could be like a person or whatnot. I mean, of course, T'Challa himself too, but I mean the passing.
yeah.
I don't know if they had the opportunity. If no, they didn't. But Michael B. Jordan coming back to reprise his role. It's interesting and it's a nice nod from Coogler to say that he made it to that realm of kings.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I respect that. I 100% respect that. I'm rating it a 10 out of 10. Like I am extremely excited for the Black Panther movie. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with this fucking Namor character, because yeah, we've heard lots of rumors, and I know you've probably heard a lot more than I have.
I heard he's
But if
supposed to be badass in this movie too. By the way,
if there's one thing that I've heard that I'm really excited for is that there's a huge motherfucking possibility that the reason why Namor is going after Wakanda is because there's a motherfucker that wears all metal on his body because he's got an ugly face.
Yeah.
That's goes by the name of motherfucking Victor Von Doom, that's out there making waves and shit like that. Is there a huge? Do you think there's going to be a huge possibility we're going to get a Doctor Doom? Maybe.
I think the chances of that are probably like 99.9%.
Dude, I am. That would be amazing if we got to do.
And not only that, but I'm hearing like in the future we're gonna find out that he was like the puppet for a lot of the things that we've already seen in previous movies and things of that
Really?
nature. So he has had a hand in the MCU for a while now. So yeah.
Holy shit, that'd be. I mean, yeah, I can see that. They can always do exposition where they can be like the Agatha all along, but they can make a Doom movie or Doom song about it. Where
We still don't know who the benefactor is in Ant-Man. We don't even know. So that entire movie could have been set off from like I'm saying, like we don't. There's a lot of things in the MCU that still aren't completely explained, and I heard like some of them are going to be because of Victor Von Doom.
Yeah. And we know he has to be there, man, because Victor Von Doom, there's a possibility that he is the great grandfather of like Kang, or that Reed Richards is also possibly the great grandfather of Kang, or they're somewhat related in some way. Like, so having a Doom, and then knowing that we're getting a Secret Wars. But I also heard that during the Kang dynasty, there's a possibility that they're thinking about switching Kang out for Doctor Doom in the Secret Wars movie, which is something that we've talked about here on the show before, because it kind of sets up very well to him be like this master puppeteer of making all of these people get put on a battlefield and have them all fight it out. And then, of course, who else would want to go after the dude from the future than Doctor Doom? Like, right? So it'd be like Kang versus Doom. The one that what are you more excited for that's coming up about this? Like, yes, we have Black Panther. There was a lot of release of things that are coming out. We got told about Phase 6 already or whatnot. Phase 5? Is it Phase 5 or Phase 6?
Phase 5.
Phase 5, which is going to
Phase 5 and Phase 6. We got them. We got them both. We got the entire Phase 5. We got 3 movies in Phase 6, and I'm assuming that the rest of Phase 6 will be displayed at D23 next month.
That's a good call. That's a real good call. Who, if there was a character that hasn't been brought out yet that you would like to see, you've got to catch up with Time Runs Out coming into Secret Wars and Battle World.
A character
that you haven't seen yet that you would be like, hey, you know what? I'm about this. I would love to see him come out in live action.
I don't even know. Because Time Runs Out is all over the place. I can't just like, what was that gold motherfucker, bro? I like, yes, that motherfucker.
Exilius? I knew you were gonna say that shit too.
Yeah, man. Bro. Give me him, man. Give me him. Give me him, yo.
Okay. And then let me ask you.
That's a bad motherfucker. Yeah, that's a bad looking motherfucker, bro.
Yeah,
Like
he would.
Out of all, like he's literally my favorite drawn character ever,
yeah,
bro.
He looks fucking epic as shit.
Yeah,
he's like a weird looking Dr. Manhattan with a giant ass horn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks fucking cool. I have to ask.
What's up?
Since you've had the opportunity to hear like the Time Runs Out stories and you know about all the different ways all the universes end and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sooner or later, we're going to get to a point where the MCU is going to end and it's going to consolidate into a whole new MCU, all different Marvel, right? That's what we can hope happens right after Secret Wars. That's where all of them will be combined. Inhumans, Mutants, Fantastic Four, everybody is back in Marvel. But if you were to get one specific ending from Time Runs Out or any MCU consolidation, either it being like a DC Crisis Infinity or whatever, how would you want to see the MCU come to an end?
I want to see the MCU come to an end with either Tony Stark,
right, for the OG,
a Black Panther variant,
okay,
a Hulk variant, a Kang variant, a Doom variant. One of them, I don't care. One of them smacking the shit out of Captain America.
Fucking what? Fucking what? What the fuck did that come from? Oh, you hated Cap in the comics.
I have such a bad taste in my mouth for Captain America after watching that comics explain about Time Runs Out.
That's fucking funny, dude.
I just need someone. I don't care. You could have the universe just explode after that. But before that happens,
take his
someone
from him.
Yeah, someone needs to bitch slap the shit out of Captain America. Bro, he's such a fucking bitch.
Because he still goes after fucking Tony Stark after all.
He literally, he literally goes out of his way to fuck shit up. Even though he literally is talking to a person that is at the end of time and saying, bro, whatever you are about to do is not going to. We tried everything. There's nothing you could possibly fucking do. We've been doing this all, shit.
Man. Just let it
We've
happen,
been doing
dude.
this shit for a millennia, bro. Like it doesn't fucking work, bro. What does this dickhead do? He goes back and goes straight after fucking Tony Stark.
Gets in a fist fight with the smartest dude on the planet. That's fucking funny, man. Okay, I'm about that. Yeah, that would make me laugh as fuck, dude. For me, it's probably gonna be the Thor Hyperion ending. Like watching these two like powerhouses of the Marvel universe be like the last two living people and then go out like warriors
and go at it, right?
Yeah, I think to be able to see that in live action, like, and then be like, and then with a loud sound of thunder and a crack of lightning, two gods fell that day to many. I'd be like, I would leave the theater and be like, I can die a happy motherfucker, man. I could literally die a happy motherfucker.
That's
like,
great.
Yeah,
that's
or
fine.
The God Butcher sucked, but you can at least get this part right.
That's fine, as long as at the end
someone
of all
Captain
this, someone
slaps
the
Hyperion
shit.
flying by and just cheek his ass, dude. Just cheek him.
Someone slaps the shit out of Captain America. That's
Captain
all
America
I need.
standing on a meteor next to him, like, I got you, and just someone just flies by and hits him, dude. Just flies by and just plays a knockout game with Captain America, dude. Someone clicks his ass, dude. That would be the great way to end it. Yeah. Black Panther 2, we got a badass teaser trailer. I'm excited for what's coming next. We got D23 coming up in a couple weeks. I'm excited for more stuff. I think you said it best last week when you said Marvel is probably holding out for their show, their Disney Plus show, with D23. So we're probably.
But they still gave us a lot, though. They gave us a lot.
They
bro.
came through where DC just came in and threw spitballs of like they just folded up their flyers of movies and threw them into the crowd like this.
I was thinking, because that Henry Cavill shit, nothing happened with that.
Can you imagine?
Maybe they knew that Marvel wasn't fucking around. And they're like, you know what? We're gonna save it. We'll save it.
Can you imagine when the DC did their panel and they were like, everybody, quick, pull out your phones. We never let anybody have their phones, but everybody pull out your phones. Here comes The Rock. And The Rock comes out, everybody's like, oh fuck, it's this guy.
It's the fucking Rock.
We were paying him not to get his autograph earlier. Why the fuck is he in this room?
It's
and he
Mr.
comes in and he's like, I got my Switch, everybody. I'm gonna show you my trailer. Because he's got his fucking Switch on his trailer and shit. The trailer on the Switch.
Mr. Walking Tall himself and shit.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, George Vasquez in the comment section had the opportunity to go to San Diego Comic-Con. And I thank you because we got to show some really, really cool little videos from behind the scenes. He got to hang out in Hall H. He got to interview some people. He'll hit us all up about it. You guys let him know what's up. George, go by his site. Put up your comments. Put in the comments your website so people can go by and check out your pictures and videos and stuff you got. What a great opportunity to be able to go to San Diego Comic-Con. Maybe next year. The Average Boys podcast will be there in the parking lot, interviewing people as they leave and being like, yo, how was Hall H? Dude, did DC show up?
Just start harassing people as they're fucking coming out and shit.
I want to be like, Rock, get the fuck out of here. Nobody wants you here, Kevin. I'm gonna be with Kevin Hart. I'm gonna
make another fucking skyscraper movie, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
Get out of here with your fake leg. Get out of here with your fake acting leg. There you go, guys. George Vasquez at Forbidden TV and Instagram, my boys. Make sure you guys hit him up. Go check it out. Very, very cool. Thank you, my man, for sending us videos. So fucking cool. Hopefully we get the opportunity one day to get out there. We're going to be getting some good. Oh, yeah. As a matter of fact, anybody that's out there listening, guys, don't forget to tag into us with Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to your podcast. Make sure you jump on. We have a bunch of stuff in our archives from way back in the day if you want to jump on. Even when the time when Trigger was with us, jump on in, check it out. Even before when John was with us, I had a guy named John Man, who was my first co-host. That guy knew nothing about comics, but what a sport. Came on, just shoot the shit. Yeah. But go in there, check it out. Check out whatever you want in the archives. Also, if you can, we have a mission. And we're going to try to build our YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to try to build a YouTube channel, which means we get to talk shit about movies over there too. Not just on the live show. We're going to be able to jump in and put some extra shit during the week. I got to work out my schedule a little bit better just to make sure I have a little bit of time because I am the brokest, busiest motherfucker you'll ever meet in your life. Just the brokest, busiest motherfucker, dude. I am always doing something, but we want to build on the YouTube channel. And I want to say by hopefully next week or the week after, we're going to have pre-orders for Average Boys t-shirts and hopefully some caps. We're going to do some caps. I want to see what's up. I'm going to put my ass to work and start making t-shirts for you all. And we're going to do pre-orders because you know, one of the only things that stopped me about making shirts in the past.
What's up?
Is I never know what sizes to order.
Just get them all.
But but that's like you need money. Like you spend like $100 on shirts. That's like, and then you end up selling all your mediums because everybody's in badass shape, and you sell none of your XXL larges because I'm the only one that wears XXL large because I'm gangster and shit. See, George is gangster too, man. 3XL, just like me, man. Just like me. Because we like to wear our shit to our ankles, man.
That's
what it is. But if I do pre-orders, my best friend Christella, the badass cosplayer that she is, was like, yo, if that's what you're worried about, do pre-orders, get the person's individual shirts, and then you can just make them their shirts personally. Word. And I was like,
what a smart fucking idea.
Smart fucking idea. Holy shit. So straight up, we're going to doing pre-orders for t-shirts. The shirts will have a logo, which I'm inspired by Brian. So I'm going to do the lettering from the Dragon Ball Legends anime.
Oh,
and I'm just gonna put extraordinary as the lettering, but the big blocky Japanese letters, because those are our guys, our listeners. You guys are all extraordinary to us. You guys are all above average. You guys are way above average. We're the average guys here. You guys are the extraordinary ones, and that's and if you have reference, that's a good reference to Heroes. So that was a great television show. If you haven't seen it, you remember that show?
Yep.
Yeah. So all the people were extraordinary by Mohinder Suresh. And then in the back, it'll have our Spotify. So if anybody comes up to you with a picture, they're going to automatically get sent to our Spotify. So I'm going to put that design down soon, and we'll be able to get pre-orders by hopefully this week or next week. But you guys stay tuned. It's coming soon. Be prepared. It's going to happen. Any other things that we need to put out there? Guys, don't forget, also follow us on Instagram. Brian's been doing a hell of a job. He puts up badass posts and polls. Jump in there. Let us know what's up. The interesting shit. I love the highlight videos you do, man. I love them. They're super funny. And from gym class majors too.
Yeah,
what was the one that he asked you? The fucking question was so good.
Yeah,
and
so basically we have a segment on the show, and it's a would you rather. So what he has is a list of things that he asked me, and I just give my honest opinion on what I would rather on what I would rather do. And he asked me, one of the questions was, would you rather be an extra in an Academy Award winning movie, or would you want to be the lead in a box office bomb? And I chose the box office bomb. And he actually on the spot asked me to write the script. So head over to the Gym Class Majors podcast to see.
Go check it out. It's worth
what
it.
My script was. That is all off the top. I did not write that. That was just me being nutty and stupid and just letting
it was great.
go.
It was super fantastic. It was funny. I loved it, man. I loved it. Guys, also shout out to Michael Betancourt. Thank you so much for jumping in the comment section. Guys, if you want some really cool Pokemon shirts and other cool designs, go check it out. He makes them. They're called Painted Dragon. Go check them out on Facebook. They have a like page. Go check them out. We want to say thank you to all of our extraordinary listeners as usual. Thank you so much for tuning in with us every Friday night and joining us here on the Average Boys podcast, jumping in the comment sections and being a part of the conversation. We appreciate every one of you. We hope you guys are being safe. We hope you guys are being awesome, and life is giving you nothing but blessings. And we will see you guys again here next Friday, 9 p.m. here on the show. Laters.
Peace.